What? Why am I... Hello? Hello? Oh, there we are. What the heck? Hi, everyone. We do have to start the day off with a little bit of scuff, right? Hi, everyone. Angel, come back. I'm here. Good morning. The Void wanted to greet you before I did, I guess. It was Void Day. Today's Void Day. You can blame it all on Kitsu. Welcome back. We're doing more Deathmark today. I'm quickly adjusting it because every time I forget that Deathmark has a weird resolution. And we are continuing on. Last time we finished the Hanayome chapter, and we had just started the next one when I decided that we had gone for quite a bit long, and it was a good time for us to refresh for the next stream, so that's what we're doing. Yo, what, Kitsu? Thank you, thank you for the $2 super chat. Are we playing Kitsu Bingo today? Do we want a Kitsu Bingo board? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mwah! Mwah! So quick TLDR for the people who missed it, but I see all the OGs who were here last stream, so I'm pretty sure everyone here knows what's going on, but for those of you who might be confused or are catching up via the VOD, Deathmark is a game about ghosts that leave a mark of death on people. Our character has amnesia. We don't know what's going on, but all we know is that we have to keep defeating these ghosts before they defeat us. And each one has their own story and lore. They're based off of popular urban legends in Japan. And we don't really know what's going on with our new one yet, do we? We know something about a woman in white holding a headless Buddha statue, which we're looking for the stolen headless Buddha statue because we think that's the center of the curse, but we don't really know for sure. We met our newest partner, who is an idol, and she is quite the fun one. And we need to keep her alive. If I dies, then I will riot. Well, look, we're going for good endings on each chapter, so we're going through this chapter with the goal of keeping I alive and curing all the crap and doing everything perfectly. We'll see if that's how it rolls. Make sure sound is good. I gotta get my hair out of my face because I slept a lot. And I barely made it in time. So, good endings are less fun. Well, we get bad endings first, and then we get the good endings. It's a combo. Hey, Bobby! Welcome! That being said, my voice is a little, got a little bit of morning voice going on right now. So I was doing some heavy voices for some of the characters. Don't know how easily I'll be able to do that this time around in the beginning, but as I talk, my voice will warm up. I've also got... Don't know if you can hear me knocking on it. I've got a big thing of coffee here, so... I did, Toby! I did! If you guys haven't looked at the Discord, it looks very different. I still have some work to do on it, but we're setting ourselves up as an actual community server, because it gives us access to all kinds of new different types of channels, and all kinds of things. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I've been so talky about, I want to do more community stuff, and yet I never really took the time to make the Discord more welcoming and more functional. The Discord was kind of a mess, to say it nicely. The Discord has looked like a nightmare for a year now, and I've just been kind of avoiding it. And so I completely overhauled it, and we are a community server as of now, aiming for Discord partner, trying to get some other stuff going, and I will let you guys know as we go along. But the cool thing is now you can set yourself to follow specific channels. So say you don't want to ever miss a live stream, but you don't want to get pinged with all the other ats, right? You can specifically follow the Live Now channel. Equally, there is a specific channel for ASMR video uploads. So if you don't really do the streams, but you like ASMR videos, which obviously the people who are here for streams, but you get my point. You can then follow that specific channel. There's now forums, so that way people who want to share things can create posts of their stories and things like that, and everyone else could. I filled the fan art chat as soon as I could. Awesome, Pitathon, thank you. But yeah, so that's kind of the TLDR. I hope you guys check it out and enjoy all the new stuff. A McGriddle? Oh my god. I actually really like McDonald's breakfast, but I never have them. My problem is they always open too late for me. What does this say? The wall has been discolored by water stains and dust. Going by the fading, this gotta be old. Oh yeah, we saw the hair! We saw the hair last. That's what it was. An old-fashioned, though well-built iron door. The paint is chipping in places, so it must be pretty old. Whoa, that door looks ancient. I had no idea there was a place like this under the ground. Oh, could this be some kind of lab? How can she say stuff like that with a straight face? Sure, her innocence is cute, but I get the feeling she's not particularly bright. I get the feeling people say that about me, too. I'm sorry, did I say something bad? No, it's not that. I give up on I and I reach for the doorknob. You're a night owl then? Yeah, I see the problem with me is I actually like mornings. I do really like mornings. But I am a workaholic and I do a lot of work on my PC at night and I always get the work bug at night. Like yesterday I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna not be on my PC at all today. I'm gonna take today. Tuesday's my day off. I've been dealing with all kinds of medical issues and legal issues and it's just like stress beyond belief." And I was like, I'm just not. But you see, sure enough, midnight came around, and I was like, work bug. And then I finished the work that I was set straight for me, and then I'm looking at the Discord, and little work bug Angel goes, "We could just overhaul it all right now." And sure enough, I jumped in and I dragged all my mods into a voice call against their will at midnight, and I was like, Discord changing? Yeah. You out committing crimes? I wish. Now this is secret stream. We talk about more stuff here. It doesn't matter. We're the cool streamers. We're the cool stream. You guys come to the off channels and you're dedicated. So you guys get all the special deets. I can't talk about too much because legal stuff, but I kind of gave a TLDR on Twitter. More or less, we found out while we were driving to Dai's pre-op that both of our health insurance was terminated overnight without us being involved in it. I received no notifications about it. We only found out because the surgeon tried to charge the insurance and it came back as terminated. After 4 hours of phone calls, the general story is that somehow, some way, the healthcare company let a third-party broker that I didn't know of, was never on my application or anything, gain access to our medical account, delete me, change all of our information, but leave Dai's real name mixed with mine. My middle name was on his real name. And then someone else's information was followed. So different social, different address, different email. They managed to terminate our insurance and create an insurance plan for this fake person overnight. But my account was never touched. That's where it gets weird, Eastern. My login, never touched. That part was never touched, which means somehow, some way, the broker did this over the phone or did it on their end. And that's where it gets really weird. But needless to say, it messed up his... Yeah, exactly. It messed up his surgery, so now we're dealing with his surgery being delayed over this. I've lost all the money that we've put on my deductible. So all the medical stuff you guys know of that have happened to this point that was on my deductible, gone. So that's like $3,000 gone. And a myriad of other issues. So we're dealing with that nightmare. And you know damn well I'm not going to let that just slide. That's just not, I'm not letting that just slide. We're fixing the insurance first so that way we can get everything back on track. But, yeah, there's a lot going on there. Yeah, that's great. So that's what I'm dealing with. And today was the first day, the last, like, because this was Monday that this all happened. The last 2 days, I feel like my sleep was been fucked. I couldn't rest. I was so stressed. I have, yes. Okay, so funny story, Iggy. During all on the call where I was trying to figure out what was going on, it's technically the government part that screwed up, not my actual health insurance company. But they kept bouncing me back and forth and refused to actually help me. So eventually I got someone on my health care side, the side that records calls. And I made them do a 3-way call with me. So they recorded the entire original call with the person that admitted the fraud. And they have that. They've confirmed they have that, and that if I get legal representation, it should be able to be given to them. But it's a huge nightmare. But don't worry, I have that. I also took video recordings. Streamer perks. I used OBS to take video recordings of everything on the accounts, as well as screenshots, so that way if they try to say that blank doesn't hold up in court because it cuts blank off or this off, I have a full video recording of everything. So, I'm ready. I'm just... But yeah, so last night, I think I slept like 14 hours. Which is pretty good for me in the grand scheme of things. You guys know about my sleep problems. But I had actually been getting my sleep schedule, like, on track. And then all this happened, and sleep just was not happening. I had, like, 1 hour the first day. Then the next day it was, like, 5 hours split up over multiple naps and a lot of throwing up. I could barely eat yesterday. I think I ate, like, a cupcake. And a croissant. Yeah, that's what I ate. And I couldn't really sit down and eat. It was just bad. But I could get myself to eat things that were like treats because my brain would go, okay, I like that. And then night came around that I just died. I was just dead. And I slept all the way through the night, all the way to like right before stream. That's probably why there was scuff, is I launched things in different orders than normal. Yeah. So that's been my week. So if you're kind of wondering why there hasn't been a new schedule posted and why I've been real quiet and why Monday nothing happened, it's because Monday I came home from that nightmare and was supposed to have a collab, and I told my collab partners what happened, and they were like, yeah, so you're not streaming, we're not letting you stream, we're all gonna play games offline, and then all of us just vented about all of our problems and cried together. That's more or less what happened. And so that's why Monday didn't happen. And then Tuesday came around, it was supposed to be my day of rest, and that was a mess as well. But I'm doing actually pretty good today. I'm feeling pretty confident. I've got most of the information I need now. I just gotta actually, like, find the right people, get the processes going. We've convinced the surgeon to help us reschedule without charging us a fee. And the people at the actual, like, my health insurance company has really got my back. And silver lining, before I was being charged $400 a month for our insurance, they worked a miracle. I'm being charged $66 a month now, and one of the higher representatives gave me their personal number, and we're just, like, really in touch and going through everything, and they're personally reaching out and handling everything. So there are some silver linings in this, and I'm kind of trying to just look at those, because that's like $350 saved right there, and if I can get the rest of this figured out, and, you know, confirm that our identities are safe and go through all the legal crap properly, I think everything's gonna be fine. It's just a stressful adult stuff at this stage, but this isn't something you do in one day. It's, you know, $400 a month, that's nuts. I agree. It is nuts. It is nuts, and I've been openly complaining about this for months. So I'll take that as a win. That is a very small win in this extremely nightmare circumstance. But they're helping make sure that nothing goes horribly awry while we figure it out. And by today or tomorrow, our insurance should at least have a new plan, and then go from there. Yeah, I don't know why I was being charged so high, because I gave her all the same information, because this time I basically had to reapply for insurance. And I did it over the phone with the lady that was recorded, because at this stage I want everything recorded. And I gave her all the same information I put online. So I don't know why there's a $350 difference, but okay. Floyd, thank you so much for joining my membership. I appreciate it. I want to start doing some membership stuff here. I haven't decided what we want to do yet. I was thinking, we could do, like, member art streams, because we do all ASMR on the other channel, and I had kind of talked about doing art streams, because I draw the art for all of the Patreon and member content videos. So I was thinking we could do art streams for the member stuff. I thought that'd be cool. Or we just buckle in and make this a horror channel and do something horror. I don't know, but oh yeah, it was I would never tell anyone to do it over the phone outside of my specific circumstance where you need a vocal recording with the person. Uh, um they helped you and never question it. That's my best theory. Also, on the phone, I think, given the fact that I had the medical person on the line with the applicant, that may have changed things. Because when we got to the part where they were like, do you have pre-existing conditions? The other person interrupted and was like, yeah, he's got diabetes, but is he able to live his life or does he need assistance? And her interruption, I think, is what changed it. Because before, I think they were counting diabetes as high risk. And causing me extra fees for it. And then because I had them on the phone line, it kind of shut down their ability to say that would cause more, is my running theory. But I have no proof of this. This is just me going, it's funny she popped in there. But yeah, we're gonna get back to playing the game. I just wanted to TLDR. Hello, Angelsteps. You started streaming at the perfect moment for me. I might go bigger later in the year. Yo? Well, thank you anyway, Void. I'm happy to have you here. While we're having our little talk, because I have a feeling once we open this door that we're just aggressively staring at, shit's gonna get real. I'm really glad we started streaming on YouTube. Twitch has been kind of going downhill for a while, but if you guys haven't been keeping up to news, they've released, over the last 2 days, they have just been putting out document after document after document, and people are pissed at shit. Pissed as all could be. Kitsu, thank you for gifting a membership. I don't know who's getting that lucky membership, but congratulations, I hope you enjoy it. Kyle, I hope you enjoy your gift membership. And, like, we already knew that they took more money than most platforms. My main reason for starting this channel is I've always liked YouTube more. It feels just more comfy. I'm very comfy here. Twitch feels a little bit more intense. And I was like, okay, and YouTube gives a better cut. So I was like, all right, 70 versus 50%, cool. We'll just go over here for 1 day a week and I can kind of start to build like a, you know, a little thing here. And that's why I call this like our secret streams, right? This is our comfy secret streams. And these ones make me really happy, essentially. But now they've started adding in all these restrictions with like ads. And I mean, honestly, some of them are reasonable. The burn-in ad videos to a certain degree I get. But there's a lot of like event style ones that use burn-in ad videos. They have things about like, you can't have your sponsors be more than 3% of your screen, which I was literally just gonna do HelloFresh like this month and start doing, I want my income to be more from sponsors and ads and things like that, and less like, you guys have to donate. I hate the fact that my income is very determined on how much people donate. And I literally just sat down like last week and went, okay, I'm gonna learn a lot more about how sponsorships work. And then Twitch releases a thing basically making sponsorships a lot harder to do. I do use Streamlabs. Yes, I have a Streamlabs link. I think it's in the description. Let me see. Yeah, if you go to the bottom of the description of the stream, it says if you're trying to super chat and it isn't working, you can donate directly. That's the Streamlabs tip link. That one does give me 97%. Doesn't that really hurt the advertisers too? It only hurts the advertisers that are partnered directly with the streamers. Twitch's adverts are fine, and we can see the hidden message there, right? They just released, literally, they just released today a new partner contract that I have to look over, and if I don't accept it, they demote you to affiliate afterwards. So I have to look over whatever the fuck is in that today. And I'm avoiding that because I've had a crazy enough week. Twitch, did you really have to pick this week, please? I actually actively have a HelloFresh link, I think. But I want to start doing more sponsorships. I'm kind of going to just say F you, Twitch, and continue to stream and go down the line of trying to do all these sponsors while trying to abide by their rule sets to a certain degree. Because they said they're changing what they announced yesterday. I don't know what they're doing. They're basically being crazy and people are very mad at them. So I'm really happy that we have at least started to kind of build something here where we can have a little bit more of a safe community and safe future plan. Because I like YouTube. YouTube's algorithm may be stupid. It may demonetize things stupidly a lot and have really bad customer service. But, this is definitely better than what Twitch does. So, I will take that. I wonder if health insurance forced by law in the US. There is. Yeah, you get fined if you don't have health insurance. It's like, in the beginning it was like 1,000. I don't know what the fine is now, because I didn't have health insurance 1 year, and it was like a 300 fine. I knew it as 1,000, so I was like, yeah, we do. We do. Yeah, you get fined. It's forced. I'm cool with it being forced if they made it easier to do, but it's very expensive and hard to do, and if you miss specific enrollment periods, you're just screwed all year. So that's personal opinion. I think the way they go about forcing it is really strange and can put people in bad scenarios. The year that I got fined, quote unquote, it's because I was on my mother's plan as a dependent, and I never got the mail that was supposed to help me sign up. So by the time I found out I was no longer old enough to be on her plan, it was too late. And there was no way to sign up in the middle of the year, so I got fined for the fact that I never received a piece of mail. That's weird, right? We can agree that that's weird. That's a little weird. So I think our system's a little strange how they did that. Some states still have, well, yeah, I was a California local. I was a California local, Dylan. So, yeah, still got hit with the fine. Thanks, mail service. Thanks, guys. That's great. I moved like 3 times during that time frame. There was the first move, and then the move, two moves, 3 houses. Then the move here to Texas, so. Yeah. I'm in Texas now, though. We're Gucci. I do miss California, but I hate how California runs things. I hate how expensive things are. Have I told you guys what my electric bill back in California was? It would bounce between $500 and $800. You know what my electric bill here is? With the insurance? Or not with the insurance, with the AC on constantly? Sorry, I'm still thinking about the insurance. It was like $150. And I've got the AC on like 24/7. And I had to actually call the electric company on the first month I was here. I had to call them because I thought it was fake. I was like, is this real? Is there a problem? Do you need to recalculate? And they were like, you're from California, aren't you? And I just kind of sat there like, yeah. How'd you know? Is that obvious? Sweats. I didn't know that it was required to get health insurance. I know my job tried to get me health benefits, but I think I'm just going to sign up at the end of the year. Double check. Void, if you're in California, I would. Yeah, if you're in California, it is required. You'll be fined at the end of the year when you do your taxes. If your job is able to do it for you, then take it. Because trust me, the last thing you want is something to go wrong and have an ER trip where the bill is tens of thousands different, and they'll just take it directly out of your check, and it's usually not that big of a price. When you're getting it through an employer, it's usually very cheap. When I was at Costco, it was like $20 a month that they would take out of my check. So if you can get it through your job, do it. Please do it. Do it for my sanity, knowing that you are safe in case you need to go to the ER. It's really, I think the hardest part with, God, we're really just having a tangent today. The hardest part with, like, medical stuff is very particularly to those who are self-employed, or unemployed in a state that doesn't have very good, like, benefits for people who don't have income. Those are the 2 main hard ones. If you have one through a job, though, you're pretty Gucci. Yeah, Wolf isn't from the US, so Wolf's just sitting here having an existential crisis listening to this. This has been building up over 2 days. We don't blame you. I missed talking with you guys. You guys are like a big stress reliever, I swear to God. I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee, chatting about how bullshit. Oh, man. Everything costs double in California. Everything is double size in Texas. Yeah, I think the thing I miss the most about California is very specifically the beach. I do miss my West Coast. I won't lie. Okay, West Coast girl at heart. I can't help it. I grew up on the ocean side. I went to the ocean side all the time. Like, I miss it. I miss it. South Coast represent, I guess. But everything else sucks. Literally. Everything else sucks. If I could just, like, take the beach and just hold it into my hands and walk away, I would. I'm trying to figure out why YouTube took my membership away. That's right, you did. I'm pretty sure you did become a member on this one. Nesno, you're sure it's this one though, right? Because I have 2 channels. This is the game channel. This is a separate channel. But I'm pretty sure I remember you signing up for the membership on this one. So I hope you're able to get that solved. Fingers crossed. I want another beach day. Oh, yes, I want another beach day. I do like the beach here a lot, don't get me wrong. I do like the beach here a lot. Very warm water, jellyfish everywhere, which for me is very cool. I love marine biology, and I love moon jellies, and moon jellies are what's local. And there's moon jellies everywhere, and they're so cute. They're so cute. They sting a little, but they're very cute. But I like the jellies. But yeah, I want to look at more of the beaches down here because I've only ever been to that one. I'm such a beach girl. Oh my god, guys, I'm such a beach girl. I might make a forum in the pictures channel for Angel's random beach photos, and I can just chuck beach photos in there and be like, look, it's a jellyfish. Look at the shell I found. I like the beach. I love the ocean. Oh man. Oh god, now that it's summer, it's beach time. Okay, we're gonna play the game now. Are we ready to play the game? We ready to play the game, chat? Aren't jellyfish venomous? So they sting, yes, and different types of jellies are different than others in terms of what they can do. Moon jellies can't really harm you unless you have an allergy to it. It will basically, so like in our case, in the grand majority, it'll sting a little, it'll feel kind of like a bug bite, and then it'll itch. It'll burn a bit on contact, but if you give it like an hour or two, it goes away. For moon jellies, I don't know what kind of jellyfish we had back on the west coast, because those ones were not moon jellies, and if you got stung, it was a lifeguard drags you out of the water and you're in searing pain. So needless to say, when I went to the beach and I saw all the moon jellies around, I got spooked, because I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. There's no lifeguard, what happens? And then, like, there were kids swimming around with the moon jellies, and there was this really cute old couple just holding hands with the jellyfish, and I was like, okay, maybe these ones aren't as bad, question mark? Or Texans are just really brave. Hey, Ignacio, no worries. Well, come on in. I hope you had a nice drive. And please do not, please do not put yourself at risk to see stream while driving. Well, come on in. Well, you have missed nothing. I've spent the whole time chatting about my last few days. 50 degrees is actually not too far off from what I feel like the West Coast landed at most of the time. It was more like 60, not 50. But those ones always, the West Coast would get actually much colder than people realize. Unless you were, like, really southern, like San Diego, but even then it was cold. You'd have to adjust to the water. Okay, I give up an eye, and I reach for the doorknob. It's time. Yeah, jellyfish have no spine or brain. They're more like oversized plankton. It's locked. Of course it is. Let's go. I don't want to stay here any longer, so... I never get to finish what I'm saying. That just sounded like... Oh, wow, it actually was a human being. Okay. An old man jumps out from the iron door, belling strangely. Hey, where are you folks from? Huh? What are you doing on my turf, huh? He's smirking, but his tone is serious. Just then, I smell an odd stench. Ah, homeless guy. Yeah. Jellyfish, when we... Jellyfish is where we get jelly for PB&J. Oh my god. SpongeBob. Kitsu, thank you for the $2 super chat. It seems this old man is a homeless guy who's living down here. Hey, Shab, welcome. Nothing really. That's right. We haven't done anything. I know she's trying to back me up, but she doesn't sound convincing. This underground shelter isn't a place for irresponsible layabouts like yourself. Understand? So leave my turf alone and get out of here. Okay. He disappears from behind the iron door. And it sounds like he's carefully locked it up again. Natsuno, thank you for the $2 super chat. Can confirm, it's really grape jelly for it. God damn it. I wasn't expecting a person to come out. Oh, do you think that guy was homeless? Do you think? Yeah. Maybe not something you ponder out loud, though. Could it be she's never seen one before? Still, that old man, why did he pop out just to warn us? If the door was locked, then he shouldn't have to worry about being disturbed. But if I don't know why, then I should probably just do as he says. Let's go, he might come yell at us again. Yeah. We've seen just about everything we can. It seems to be an underground shelter, but with the solid concrete walls, it's not quite like your standard shelter. Well, we didn't find anything on spirits or the woman in a white robe. At least the notebook shows some promise. Too bad we couldn't get more out of that old guy. What's behind that door anyway? And to answer your question, this is a visual novel and a point-and-click horror game. From the moment we entered the shelter, it's been hard to breathe. Like there's a noose tightening around my neck. I thought it was because of the still air, but that might not be the only reason. Something in my head throbs. This place, it holds some kind of horrible secret. I'm almost sure of it. Yeah, wait to the stream. You can post it during the stream. I just don't want it fully leaked first. Do I somehow know this underground shelter? Mr. Steps, you're kind of spacing out. You okay? You look pale, too. I'm fine. It's nothing. The air in here is pretty bad. No surprise you're feeling sick. Let's head back up for now. We return to the entrance and begin climbing the rickety ladder. When we climb out of the manhole, the breeze that brushes my cheek is refreshing. The unpleasant air that hounded us underground starts to disperse. Ah, Miss Ai, I finally found you. I'm glad to see you're safe. Oh, Madam Yasuoka! Good morning! Good to see you! But what are you doing here? I went to Miss Cujo's mansion, but no one answered the door. I then got your email, so I came here. Still, it's hard to believe that Miss Cujo has passed away. This seems to be the woman that I keeps mentioning. The thick layers of makeup make it hard, but going by her voice, she must be pretty old. I'm Towako? Towako, okay. I'm Towako Yasuoka. You must be Mr. Steps. I read about you and your mark in Miss Ai's email. It seems you've been working hard to help those who have the mark. Yasuoka, how much do you know about the mark? Good question. I'm sure I know less than what you are hoping I do. Miss Cujo told me about a scar like that, and I asked what I knew of it. Oh. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for more. I assume it's some sort of curse, though I never thought it would be the work of inhuman spirits. Or that I'd be the victim. Is this granny single? Bobby, please. Bobby? Yasuoka rolls up her sleeve, revealing the mark on her arm. I've lived long enough already. I have no attachments to this world. But Miss Ai is still young. Do everything you can to save her. I can't promise anything, but I'll try. I'll need your help as well. Peanut butter and banana is a very popular combo. I heard you have spiritual powers. Mr. Steps, don't sound so suspicious. I don't care about spirits or ghosts, but she's definitely the real deal. It's natural to be doubtful. It's best not to tangle with spirits if you want to live in peace. However, Mr. Steps, you seem to have some spiritual powers of your own. Have you experienced something no one else has? The mysterious voice I hear every so often suddenly comes to mind. I mention it to her. That's intriguing. Jeanne d'Arc was famous for hearing the voice of God, but usually it's only spirit whispers. It may be an evil spirit, or a ghost, or even the soul of someone who loves you trying to save you. If it's trying to help, I'd appreciate if it could give clearer hints. I can do nothing about that. Humans and souls live separately. Imagine a long-distance radio signal. Static can garble the message. A soul protecting the one it loves? Oh, how romantic! Mr. Steps, do you have any idea who that soul could be? There's no way I would. I don't have any memories. Even if I did, it's not like there's a way that I'd be able to know. So, what's your plan now? We were gonna head back to the mansion. We need to report to Mary after all. Oh, and who might that be? A doll, one that talks even. A talking doll. Not so strange when you consider it's the Cujo family we're discussing. She's not surprised at all. I guess it pays to specialize in the supernatural sometimes. Shall we head to the mansion? I'm intrigued by this Mary. Alright, we roll! Yeah, this is why you eat before stream. Nim 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 nim. That and it's a horror stream, so it could get grody. As Yasuoka climbs out of the car, her gaze turns nostalgic as she looks around. It's been a long time. About 20 years now. Back 2 generations of family heads. You've known them a long time, then? It hasn't been that long. I had a falling out with Murasame, the second last head, and cut ties with them. They didn't even invite me to Murasame's funeral. The last head, Masamune and Saya, were kids the last time I saw them. Imagine my surprise when Saya contacted me a month ago. Wait a second. First it was Murasame, then it was Masamune, and the current head is Saya Kujo, right? There's been 3 heads in 20 years? That's right. Yasuoka grimaces. The family is known for their short lives. Accidents or heart attacks. Very few have lived their full lives. Gossips say the family is cursed. So Saya Kujo didn't escape that fate either. Nice job, Kitsu. You can't derp? You can't derp? I added... Oh, wait, no, that was the other channel. Oop, yeah, we can't derp. How many more till you can derp? How many more memberships do we need before you can derp? I can find out for you. I'm gonna find out for you how close we are to derp. YouTube Studio. Customization. No? No, memberships. My apologies. Default perks. Emotes. We need 8 more members to add another emoji, I think. Oh, no, wait, we have 1 spot left. I lied. We had 1 spot present because of the memberships gifted today. There were memberships gifted today. So I can add derp. You get a derp. You get a free derp. It's 8 to the next one. 8 to the next emote. Have a derp. There's your derp. Enjoy your derp. That is your derp. Gib derp. It's probably just coincidence, but there's something about this mansion that tells me I shouldn't be so sure. If it really is a curse, what's causing it? Could it be divine wrath? Could it be Mary, the talking doll? You know, just saying. Oh, Miss I. You've been staring this whole time. Something the matter? Hello? 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 Ha! 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 Oh god, you're not gonna mute before doing that? Okay. I have better sound now, thanks to mysterious tech help. Well, there's something... Mr. Steps, does the Kujo family keep animals out in their yard? No, I don't think so. Oh. Then that black rabbit is odd. Oh, it's the black rabbit we've been seeing! The rabbit's back again? But what's it doing here? Where did it go? I think it was headed for the building. It had something in its mouth. What was it? I don't know. It's too dark and it was far away. Why Scooby-Doo here? Boy, thank you for the $2 super chat. Mwah. You know that rabbit, Mr. Steps? Kind of. I tell them about the black rabbit I've seen on my investigations. Mary said that it had some sort of spirit residing in it. And now it's suddenly here. What could that mean, I wonder? Bum bum. All at once, my heart starts pounding. Hey, Daiki! Welcome on in! I have a bad feeling about this. Like something terrible's about to happen. I find myself bolting to the entrance hall. Everything looks the same as usual here. Did the rabbit get inside the mansion? I quickly scan the room for it. Mary isn't sitting on the sofa. Mary, who said her legs don't work. Mary? Mary, I have a fear of dolls. You can't be doing this kind of shit to me. Mr. Steps, over there in the corner. I turn in the direction I is pointing. What's going on? Ai's voice has an audible shake in it. How the hell should I know? I have to force the words out of my mouth. My voice shakes like hers. Yasuoka is silent. What are we looking at? Oh! Oh! That was not the direction I was expecting. Okay. Mary lies on the ground, tragically broken. Her beautiful face is smashed to pieces. Next to her lies the rabbit, its head twisted unnaturally. Fresh blood stains the floor. Poor Bun Bun. Hey, Mary? I call out to her, daring to hope. I kind of care more about the rabbit, I'm sorry. I have the option of believing in Talking Doll or Bunny Rabbit that has every time I gotten stuck led me to safety. I don't rip Bunny. Rip Bunny. Bunny. I only get silence in response. Mary is dead. I'm sorry, I read the line wrong. The bunny is dead. Though I don't know if I should say that for a spirit bunny. Sorry. Doll. Well, look, okay. We don't have to be worried about the doll anymore, but we now have some other problems. Oops, sorry, I spilt the ketchup. Tee-hee! I and Yasuoka helped me pick up Mary's remains as well as the rabbits. We work in complete silence, no one daring to speak a word. Mary is gone. I'll have to face spirits in the mark without her help from now on. Terror and dread threaten to consume me. Outside of, okay, look, I'm just saying, outside of the time we carried her into the woods and she gave us some notes about Buddha heads, Mary has not actually been that helpful this whole time. We've just been emotionally attached to Mary. Pitifin, thank you for the $5 super chat. I don't know how to join, but hey, here's a donation. Also, my shirt arrived and it's comfy. You shared it in the Discord. I'll check later. I want to see. Thank you so much, Pitathon. I really appreciate it. The membership joining is actually over by, like, where my profile is. If you look under the stream, I don't know how to do it on mobile, actually, but there should be, like, a join button that's near, like, the subscribe area, the like button, that kind of area. I don't know, Mary, no emotional attachment. Chat's like, we're good. We're good. I am curious what happened here, though. Why? Okay, were Mary and the bunny victims? Did they attack each other? Did one attack the other? And there was something, they said there was something in the bunny's mouth, right? Well, we don't see an item that could have been in the bunny's mouth yet. What the hell happened here? Did some sort of spirit do this? We know Kujo Mansion isn't necessarily safe from spirit attacks. In fact, Saya Kujo was killed by Hanahiko. And why did the rabbit come here? We currently have the new lady with us, Toby. You actually haven't missed that much. Last time I saw it was at 8 Shrine. Did it travel all the way here after that? And for what purpose? Mr. Steps, a moment, please. I found this while cleaning up. Do you have any idea what it is? She hands me a key ring with a single key on it. The tag attached to it says Master Key. Alright, I have a theory. I have a theory. Bun Bun brought the key. It's the master key to the mansion, but what's it doing here? Miss I did say the rabbit had something in its mouth earlier. It could have picked up the key ring and carried it. Are you saying the rabbit had the master key? It's only a guess. It's also quite possible that Mary had it herself. Mary could have been hiding it from us. I don't care what Mary said, main character. She's a talking doll. Why has that fact not permeated into your brain yet? I did see the Dedenne EX card, with the healing card. Mary said she didn't know where it was. The truth is shrouded in darkness. We can use that key to open up any room in the mansion, right? Is there a place you want to get into? As a matter of fact, there is. We finally get to see what's in the locked room! There's one place I've been unable to check. The locked room in the southeast corner of the second floor. Okay, it looks like we have a bunch of woodworking supplies. The room layout looks no different from the other guest rooms. There's a photo board. What are those tools on the desk? They look pretty strange. Angel, wait! You have that door SFX? Are we gonna do a Deathmark themed RP? Deathmark themed RP? That could be really fun. The frame over there interests me. I'd like to see the photos inside. Look, we get my cricket sounds, we get the door SFX. We find out, like, how to properly create the setting. We make a little fan script. I'd like to see the photos inside. And there are 2 places of interest. Which one should I check first? The frame. The picture frame contains several photos. Marionettes, wax figures, Japanese dolls. They're all photos of dolls. And one of them is, dun dun dun, Mary? Fucking called it. Called it. A photo of Mary's bare frame. It looks like she was still being put together. Her arm! Her arm! I would like to bring attention to her arm. Hello, chat, please tell me you see that? Look at her upper arm. When was this taken? There's a pattern on Mary's right arm. Is that the mark? But I never saw anything like that on her arm. Plus, this one is a different color from the one us mark bearers have. A black mark. Ours may be red, but somehow this feels even more ominous. I think not trusting Mary may have been a good choice. That's about all we'll learn from this. I'll check over there next. Checking the desk. On the desk is a board lined with tools. There are a variety of sharp chisels and long tools that look like spatulas all in a row. Next to them are bottles filled with paints and a stack of art books. Are these tools for making dolls? Does that mean Mary was made here? The desk drawers are full of tools as well, but no documents or reports on the mark like I had hoped. I picks up a chisel and studies its handle. This thing, MK is engraved on it. Sayakujo would be SK, so that's either Masamune or Murasame, yeah. And her older brother, the head before her, was Masamune Kujo, so it's one of theirs. Either one would be MK. Yasuoka tilts her head in thought. Oh my god, Nestle, please. I heard the Kujo family ancestors were tasked with making Buddha statues. I suppose either of them could have been influenced by that. Chad and Angel, who wants hot dogs? I'm gonna start going them. Oh, I do. And if you can toast the bun too. After examining the desk and the frame, we search the rest of the room as well, but we come up with nothing more. Oh, that's too bad. I was expecting an amazing secret. Oh, we found an amazing secret. We found one. We didn't learn anything more about spirits or the mark here. The only thing left is the diary we found in the shelter. We'll just have to place all our bets on that. Oh yeah, with the creepy leather thing. We return to the entrance hall. I pull the red notebook out of the bag I left on the floor. The flour and tallow smell salt my nose. I feel like my olfactory senses are shriveling. What a vulgar stench. I recognize this from when we filmed on K Miyamachi North Road. It was only a brief whiff of it, so I never thought I'd imagined the smell, but perhaps that's when I received... Yasuoka scowls at the notebook. If she's right, then this notebook could be connected to the spirits somehow. Inside is the contents of a woman's diary. It almost seems like it was soaked in a pool of perfume. Stains and discoloration make most of the pages unreadable, but the last page seems clean enough. The date is from half a month ago. Is this our actual chapter? Have we finally found it? Chapter 4, Miss Zoo. Ooh, chili? Hell yeah. Ooh, chili dogs? Ooh, that sounds good. As I await the fated day, I recall my days as a teacher. The children called me Miss Zoo. Zoo, the keeper of animals. Probably because I kept so many lab animals in the science lab. I got to be surrounded by my beloved animals, my cute little snakes. It was so much more fulfilling than my current boring research. But because of that foolish principal and the fire, the school was shut down. This takes place at the original school that Hanahiko was at. My paradise was stolen from me. I need to take back my paradise. The great Ashura has bestowed upon me the wisdom I need to do that. Tomorrow I will die. By the great Ashura's abundant mercy, I will be reborn as Miss Zoo, so I may rebuild my paradise again. It is all as the great Ashura has said. Oh, great Ashura. And then she just chants his name like a million goddamn times, and I'm not gonna bother reading that out. The rest of the page is filled with Ashura. Did she lose her sanity while writing it? Traces of kiss marks cover the names. That combined with choking perfume, the heavy weight of lust is overwhelming. The dark passions in this notebook thoroughly disgusting. I'd love to burn it to ash immediately. Brats? Ooh, bratwurst! Bratwurst! All the beer-basted brats? Best right there. With a little bit of mustard and sauerkraut. So this Miss Zoo who wrote this, could she be the woman from the rumors? If she worked in a lab, that would explain the white robe. That's an interesting take. You know, when we think of the woman in white, we think of like wedding dresses and all that kind of stuff, but a white robe would match that description. But I wonder which school she was talking about. She said it was her paradise. Do you have any ideas? Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, so we're back. I'm gonna go with H Elementary because we're pretty positive. Yeah, I agree. It's the only abandoned school in this area that hasn't been torn down, and we know it had a fire near the lab from when we went through H Elementary. It may be the paradise she wrote of. Now time to go back. If what the diary says is true, then the woman died after she wrote it. This great Asura would have guided her transformation into Miss Zoo. I can't believe a human would choose to become a spirit of their own free will. You've never had a bratwurst? Ignacio, oh my god, you can get them at any grocery store that I know of. They're in the sausage section. They usually have a few different flavors. Go with original or beer-basted brats for your first one. They're so good and they taste great on the barbecue. Is that really possible? You'll make videos on YouTube or you'll continue doing it on Twitch? I'm going to continue on Twitch as well. My brain freezed for a second. Yeah, okay. So my schedule, just to quickly walk you guys through it. Wednesday is what we do here. I've never been able to get a non-store brat. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. I need to find out. There's meat markets here in Texas. Remember, California didn't have much options. But, they're good for, like, if you've never had one before. I'm sure, like, fresh ones are better, but I wouldn't know where to go. But there's a meat market near me that might have some. I've never been to a meat market before. But yeah, so Wednesday is the day that we're on YouTube. I dedicate Wednesdays here. We do game streams mid-afternoon, which is what is happening right now. And then tonight at 10, we're on my ASMR channel on YouTube streaming there. But Thursday through Monday, we stream on Twitch. And yes, Twitch just put out a backpedal tweet about half an hour ago. That's what I was laughing at a second ago. Go check their Twitter page. Butchers are homemade. I will go check out a meat market just for you, Dylan, and let you know how it goes. She seemed fairly confident that she would be reborn, and the notebook being in the shelter might serve as supporting evidence. Perhaps she meant it as a farewell to her life as a human. Pineapple bratwurst? I've never had that. How sentimental. Miss Zoo. So is she the one that gave Madame Yasuoka and I our marks? That's where we found the diary, so the spirit must know the place. It would make sense that it comes and goes from there then, for whatever reason. It looks like we know where we must go next. Yeah, no, I'm aware of it, Eastern. I'm gonna be looking into that tonight. Time to go to H Elementary. Back we go! We're going back to the school where it all began. Butcher meat markets are usually cheaper for high-quality meat anyway. Yeah, I will definitely try that. We just got a barbecue, so now we're finally doing more meat grilling and whatnot, and I'll have a good reason to go. I want to take I. Yasuoka was very much, like, active about, oh, I'm fine with death, and that has me on edge. But I'm really scared of losing I for that similar reason. Alright, let's roll. The robe is like a lab coat. The whole haunted school thing reminds me of another visual novels. Like another, like that's the title of it, because I know of the anime Another, which was based on a horror visual novel, right? She's singing. She's singing. In this circumstance, she's singing. Ever since we left, I's been humming and waving her hands in the passenger seat. She seems like she has no idea what things we're going to see, and that worries me. Oh, sorry. Am I distracting you from driving? Not really. Are you trying to learn some choreography? Yeah. Oh, it's so hard. Mind if I vent a little, Mr. Dai? She turns toward me, hopefully. Am I getting some kind of insider scoop? God, P was like, we're doing a new song, and changed the set list like a week out. Oh, a set list is the songs we perform at a show. So now we have to rush to learn the moves for this whole new song. I'm at this point where I'm dancing even while eating. Isn't that horrible? Yeah, it is. About half of that flew over my head, but it's obvious she's busy. But I know why P's in such a rush. Idol groups need a lot of exposure during their debut to really make it big. That's why P's so desperate to promote us everywhere. But I lowers her voice. For this to happen at such an important time. Next week is when we debut the new song. We'll make it in time, won't we? What do you mean? I mean, will everything get better by then? All this Mark and Spirit stuff. Well, no one knows. After all, there's no way to know if we'll live through tomorrow. No one knows what will happen, but don't ever lose hope. The shining fist of justice will destroy the evil lurking in the dark, right? Are those lyrics? It's from our debut song. That's our most popular one. It's okay. I'll do my best. If I lose here, then it would mean Love and Hero only sings lies. She gives an energetic bow to her invisible fans. The horns from her costume strike my forehead dead on. Ow! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. She's a dummy. She's a very lovable dummy. She's a very, very lovable dummy. Allie and I arrive at H Elementary. Whoa. This place looks more haunted than I expected. We should have filmed here. So what do? I explained about the last time I was here. Only a quick rundown, but it should be enough for her to understand. There isn't much left to investigate on the first floor. We need to check out the second floor. Oh yeah, because the second floor was filled with snakes, so we kind of just didn't touch it. Okay. Oh, it was filled with snakes. That was never Hanahiko. She said that she kept a bunch of snakes in the lab. In her little thing. The snakes were never Hanahiko. That was her the whole time. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm kind of dumb too. If you can derp in the chat, please derp for me. Because that took me a long time to connect. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you, Ninja. Thank you, Void. That is me. They got copium. Thanks, PK. Alright, let's get going. So I know they said we don't need to check out the first floor, but the lab is on the first floor? Do these still say the same things? Battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. Turn over the torn flyer. I don't find anything in particular. We're looking in old areas because I want to find worn talismans. Alright. Do we have any surprise friends? Looks like there's something smashed lights that are beyond repair. Okay, now last time when we came through here, there was something specific we could see. Oh, it's the other side. I'm on the wrong side. I gotta go to the other side. I want to see if they put a worn talisman in the same area. In this thingy right here. Right here. Nope, can't touch it. Alright. Okay. Looking clear. Wait, could I could inspect the floor. Right there. Floor tiles have been peeled off, leaving bare concrete. That's it. That's all it said. Alright, backwards we go. Still can't go in any of the side rooms. What about this one? The flowers make the hallways worse. Mood. Alright, walls near the window are burnt. There must have been a fire here a long time ago. Right, we know about the fire because it's in her notes. Opening the door. Right, this is Hanahiko's room. We're gonna recheck this stuff so I don't have to deal with it later. Plot twist, Hanahiko joins the party. It's a wall with nothing on it. Feel it! I tap around the wall. I don't know why, but I've seen people in shows do it, and I think that's how you check walls. Huh? What's wrong? It's not super obvious, but the center portion of the wall seems paler than the rest. If only I had enough skill to be able to tell if it was hollow or not by the sound. The thickness just kind of feels different to me. Oh, I see. What should I do? Tool? Hammer. I take out the hammer. I put the flashlight down and grip it with both hands. Huh, don't tell me. We're breaking it. This could call attention to me, but this is where Hanahiko was. I don't think another spirit would come here. I'll just try once. I'll take it down in one swing. I gather my courage and swing the hammer against the wall with all my might. And a large hole, larger than I expected, opens up. I anxiously wait to see if I drew a spirit close. Luckily, it doesn't seem like anything's coming. That went a lot better than I thought it would. You're brave. What's in the wall? What's in the wall? What's in the wall? Feel it! Put your fingers in it! I hesitantly stick my hand inside. Something cold coils around my fingers. It seems I've stirred up whatever's nesting in here. If I don't deal with that first, I won't be able to check out the hole. There's snakes in the wall! There's snakes in the wall! It's Whooper. It's Whooper! Okay, so we need to find something for the wall. We need to do something about the snakes. I don't know what snakes like or dislike. Alright, well, we actually apparently could have gone in these rooms the whole time. Alright, so that was, that's nonsensical scribbles. That's the same. And we're gonna keep going. We're gonna check out this one. We're gonna go all the way across and check out the ones on the other side because clearly there is value in rechecking these rooms. And that might have been the only thing, but I'm not taking chances. Not after what, not after when we did Hanahiko's chapter, and I think I spent like an hour lost in the school. And Kirby looking for a snack. Everyone's favorite Kirby game, go. Mine's Crystal Shards in the 64. You have a snake, Dylan? Do you give him pets? Little snoot boy? Snoot. Little snoot. Kirby Ultra, Triple Deluxe? I never did Triple Deluxe. Never got around to that one. Oh, what's up there? Does the roof have a leak? The ceiling looks stained in places. Okay, that's an important note. Nightmare in Dreamland? Hell yeah. I want to play some of the Kirby games I never got around to doing. That's where Hanahiko peeked at us. Fire doors rusted shut, won't move. Alright, up we go. Climbing the stairs. I return to the landing with the cracked mirror. I stare into the mirror, recalling how I felt back then. I quickly look away. I shine my light up at the ceiling instead, but there's nothing there anymore. There are no traces of the rose vines or the guard's corpse. What's up? No, it's nothing. I just wanted to check something. Spirits can do a lot of weird things, but can they really make corpses disappear? That would be ridiculous. I don't know, man. There's less weird things that have occurred in this game. Climb the stairs. Poisonous snakes cover the hallway. Be foolish to try and keep going. Snakes? Don't shout. I slap my hand over Ai's mouth. We can't move forward. The only thing worse would be making noise and calling something here. It'll be fine if we just leave quietly. I cautiously take a step backwards. Suddenly the snakes react to my bag. What? The snakes flip their tongues in the air trying to smell something. After a moment, they begin to leave. It's the perfume. It's the perfume smell that's on the notebook. They disappear into the darkness of the hall before I can even blink. They vanish without a sound all at once as if they'd never been there to begin with. Huh? Why? I don't know. It looked like the snakes were sniffing my bag. The red notebook is inside. Maybe this smell made them think we were friends? Let's try going down the hallway. I haven't gone this way yet. Oh yeah? Let's both do our best. Okay, so maybe we use the notebook? The second floor isn't covered in roses like the first. There's no movement, and I don't see any plants. I guess that phenomena didn't happen on this floor. Seems to be locked. Is there a ghostie looking at me? No? Okay. A piano plays somewhere. That was a piano, right? I still my breath and I strain to hear any noises, but it doesn't seem like anyone's here. Oh. She picked something up off the ground. It's a piece of sheet music. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. It looks like the piano sheet music. Oh, that takes me back. I played this song when I was a kid. You play piano? Well, kind of. I'm a singer after all. Yeah, I know that. Well, I'll count on you if we need that. Okay, I got this. New info was added to the spirit file. Piano sheet music. Anything? Any spokes? Okay, we can go in here. Alright. Desks are clear. We can check the blackboard. We can check the window. Okay, let's start with the window. I look out the schoolyard through the window, but I don't see anything moving. The blackboard is covered in dents and scratches. It's probably too damaged to use. Is that it? Alright, that room is empty. Absolutely no value. Alright. Clear, clear. We can go in this room. Aw, Dylan, what a baboo. Okay, let's check the desk. Feel it, touch it, caress it. I try feeling around inside the desk and find something soft. It's a wadded up piece of paper. I open it in several sentences. And see several sentences. Seems to be something someone failed to destroy. Got fragment S. So we're looking for pieces of a ripped up note. One of the fixtures holding the light is broken. Probably shouldn't risk walking under it. That's the first time I think we've ever cared about that. At some point, something will have to happen down this hallway. There is wire lodged into this one. A jumble of wires wrapped around the door handle. The door appears to be locked by wire stuck into the keyhole. I pull on the wire, but it won't move. It's been carefully and tightly wound, plus it's pretty thick. It'll be impossible to cut it. Do I have something that can disintegrate metal? Man, this is feeling like my issue with the Crooked Man all over again. Okay, we can look out this window. I can't hear any man-made sounds coming in through the window, only leaves rustling in the wind. And we need acid! Oh. That's pleasant. Alright, well, it looks like all I can interact with... Oh, it can interact with the floor. Flecks of red are all over the floor. They smell like iron. That's a nice way to say it smells like blood. The plant in the flower pot has wilted. Touch it. I lift it up and uncover a dirty piece of paper. Found worn-out talisman. Really? That's... It's just for a talisman? Seriously? Something is scrawled on the blackboard. I? Zen. I Zen? It looks like the letters spell I Zen. I on its own seems like love, but what the fuck is the rest? They have more after that, but... they aren't legible. I don't know. The handwriting's terrible. Fuck. We need more letters. We're saving because we haven't been saving enough. Great, now we're in a Bleach crossover chapter. Alright, before we go in there, because that is most definitely, the room we need to go into. Fire door doesn't budge. We're gonna go try out that wall again. But now we know to put the notebook in there. We're gonna shove the notebook in it to try to dissuade the snaky snakes. The snakes will think I'm a friend if they can just get a sniff of Miss Zoo's perfume. Alright. Let's go befriend some... That was not like that before. That was not there before. Was this the science room the whole time? I assumed upstairs was. Now I'm thinking I just skipped something I needed and I'm in danger. This seems to be... Is this the science lab? Still. Eye grimaces. It really stinks in here. I feel like I'm gonna suffocate. It's an irritating stench that stings the eyes, and the putrid smell fills the whole room like a box of onions have gone rotten. Even so, it's not like we can just leave. Let's get this done quickly so we can move on. Oh, I'm stupid! I'm stupid! Guys! I went back upstairs! I went down and up! I went down up! I'm so fucking stupid! I was thinking... I thought that I went downstairs and the map changed. But I was just silly. Didn't realize that I went up. I should have realized from the lack of roses I was in the wrong floor. Oh, I'm so dumb. Yeah, derps in the chat for my dumb brain. Oh my god. Tool. Notebook. I take out the red notebook. I've taken it out, but I can't think of- Shove it in the hole! Well, never mind. That was my best theory. We gotta go check out the other area. Maybe I can spray perfume in there? Leave me alone! It made sense. I don't care if you're a pervert. I don't care. I'm in. Alright. Science lab. Oh, we have a lot we can look at. Alright, we'll start with this one. The desk is scorched. Seems like there's been more fire. Seems like there's more fire damage in here than the staff room. This is probably where the fire started. There's a talisman in the dusty sink. Give me that. Give me that. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. 2,000. That says something when they give you that much. Is that really it? Okay, wait. We're gonna go out just so I can save. Cause save. Then we go back in, and then we're gonna go check the back door. Let's go. Open the door and left the science lab. Oh! Really? Really? Feel it. I grab one and flip through the pages. There are tons of notes inside, scribbled in thin letters. It seems there's simple explanations for students. I take out the last book, and when I look inside, a scrap of paper falls from in between the pages. Found a worn-out talisman! Man, they're really buffing us, which tells me... This is the most amount of worn-out talismans I think we found in a chapter. We should know what that means. A portion of a memo. Wave can control the shock of... This creature is that great. This is something to keep it locked. Okay, let's talking about the wire door. The cabinet door opens easily. The insides are completely full to bursting with something. I pull it out and discover that it's a garbage bag full of shredded paper. Got office trash. Are you seriously planning on taking that with you? I mean, not that I care. When I lift up the bag, an unshredded wad of paper falls to the floor at my feet. I open it up and see several complete sentences. Guess they failed to destroy this section. Fragment I. Alright, we have another one. I've actually never seen School of Rock. I need to. Everyone tells me it's so good, including Di. I open the cupboard and check inside, but all I find is trash and dust. It's a shelf packed with numerous chemicals. Getting closer, I see some large containers. I hear I gasp from behind me. Hands, ears, eyeballs. Body pieces that used to belong to humans are floating in liquid, perfectly preserved. It can't be. There's no way they've used these as educational aids. They're extremely fresh for being samples. Probably because they were cut from a living body. But it doesn't seem like it's been that long since any of them were severed. Science lab storeroom. Tool. Hammer! Let's start with, feeling them. Touch it. I know they're not alive anymore, but it takes a measure of courage to search body parts. I stick my hand inside, half closing my eyes and feel around the shelf. Is something there? Well, yeah. I stop myself from voicing my frustration. I can't make I do something like this. I search the chemicals, formalin containers, and unedited samples, every nook and cranny. I find a few things I can use. A clear bottle with a liquid inside it has a label with a chemical formula on it. A brown bottle that has an irritating smell, the label is rotten and unreadable. And finally, a bottle wrapped in foil. It smells faintly of flowers, but it's likely some kind of chemical as well. Is this gonna involve math? Is that everything? Once I'm done looking around, I stand up. A vinyl bundle in the corner catches my eye. I pick it up and realize that it's a tightly wrapped bundle of clothes. A white coat stands out the most. Must be a lab coat. A white lab coat. Well, we are in a science lab. No big surprise to find one here. That rumor about a ghost in white, I and Yasuoka got their marks while filming a TV show about it at Kei Miyamachi, and all the other clothes along with the coat have been folded meticulously. Is it really just a coincidence? I already have what I wanted from here. Any scientists in chat? Night-night Pitta! It's an elaborate anatomical model. We're gonna stare at it. Oh, they even have a drawn piece for this. Oh, no. Oh, me no likey. Taking a closer look, I notice a huge tear in its mouth. It's making the mouth look bigger than it should. It's almost like an arm was forcibly shoved down it and couldn't handle the strain. Feel it! The mouth might be broken because someone stuck their hand down it. Would that mean something's hiding? Something is hiding in either the mouth or the torso? I could break it, but then I might break whatever's inside too. Nothing for it but to stick my hand in. I hesitantly slide my hand into the mouth. Something cylindrical's inside. I grab it and try to pull it out. Gah! Snakes. It's a snake head. Roused by the movement, the snakes begin pouring out from every crevice. Watch out! Live or die segment, or we just book it? I stumble backwards. The snakes are slowly retreating back into the model. Seems they live inside it. I bet something's hidden in there, but to get it, I'll have to find a way to pacify the snakes. Okay, well, I don't know shit about the items we got. Are they ghost snakes? Yes. Smelly liquid. What? Fuck. Trash bag found in the cabinet storage room is full of shredded paper. It could almost be a plump cushion. A cushion? Oh, that's right. We found the hatchet in the shelter. Okay. I don't want to start using our limited one-use only items until we... what? A broadcast? Do you have any brains? Sorry, not here. Wrong person. My brain is empty. A strange voice echoes over the intercom. Do the test immediately. Table on the table. Static crackles before being cut off. Is she watching us from somewhere? She said something like table. Something might be on the desk. Let's take a look. New info was added. Guys, we have to take a test. I'm saving though. It's an actual pop quiz. And if we fail this one, we might die. Desk is scorched. Seems there's more fire damage here than the staff room. This is probably where the fire started. Oh, right here. On the desk, scattered with lab equipment, is a small pencil and a problem sheet. Fuck! It's a test! Are we supposed to fill this out? Start the test. I pick up the pencil and I turn over the paper. Alright, let's go. Live or die! Live or die, but it's a pop quiz! Alrighty. Number 1 compound A is widely used as a fuel or disinfectant. Its chemical formula is... Oh, that's a 3. That's a 3? That is a 3. It's a 3. I checked this. I checked this ahead of time. It is not a 3! What is it, Eastern? 2? 3 is the first one, isn't it? Compound N is an exemplary acid and contains a salt that reacts to various metals. What statement about compound N is true? What? Huh? The foil? Light proof. Okay, yeah, choice 2. Three stinks when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. What? Ammonia? Ammonia? Ammonia's always stinky. Ammonia's just eternally stinky. Right? What the fuck is indole? The fuck is that? What is it? What is it? I don't know, but I know what ammonia is. Oh my fucking god. Never heard of Scatole either. So when you put my life on a 50-50 soon? You're lucky you were right. That was a guess. Fuck you. It seems we passed the test at the end of the answer sheet. The next test is in the room next door. Proceed there quickly, students. Well then. Sounds like there are other tests. Are we being tested? Yes, we are being tested. I mean, that's what the tests are for. Hot dog time! Well, why? I'm concerned, but I don't feel like guessing. A more immediate topic should be discussed now that my senses are assaulted. Also, this thing really reeks. I didn't notice when I was focusing on the test, but the answer sheet stinks terribly. It's 100 times worse than that notebook, like a zoo in the dead of summer. I shut it tightly in a random pouch in my bag so the smell doesn't spread. Got answer sheet. I narrows her eyes at me. Mr. Steps, are you sure you closed your bag? It still reeks in here. Huh? I is right. The smell has definitely gotten stronger instead of weaker. Sorry, I'll check. I looked down to double check my bag. So that's a thing. Alright, but what is Indel? He's dead, Jim. Yeah, he's dead. I look away for 1 second and there's a dead body. I spot something that looks like a box down on the floor behind the desk. Oh. My instincts realize what it is before my brain does. Hands and feet stick out of the blood-soaked cover. Inside that box is... I've got to check to make sure, but I can't make myself move. Did you find some? Stay back! The low, sharp tone that comes out of my mouth startles even me. Just stay back. I'll check it. After gathering my courage, I reach out. I pull off the thick sheet. It's the security guard. The hat's familiar and so are the clothes. There's no mistake. It's the corpse of the guard who was hanging from the ceiling with Moe Watanabe. I collapse to my knees. A horrible feeling comes barreling up through my chest. Are you alright? There's a corpse. That's where the smell was coming from. A corpse? Let's get the heck out of here, yeah? I drag myself up woodenly like a puppet on strings. The classroom next door. The next test is in the classroom next door. Let's go there. Do I want to, though? Like, do I want to, though? Okay, understood. Aya's probably shaking, but she's putting on a brave front anyway. Even an act like that is helpful at a time like this. After all, there's no time to waste. Whoever carried this corpse here could be lurking around the corner. Save! Alright, they said the answer sheet was more potent than the notebook. The answer sheet's probably also smaller, so we're gonna try shoving the answer sheet in the hole. Is it I or AI? It's gonna be I in this case because it is her first name, and it is a common Japanese word. Alright, let's try this again. Tool. Stinky answer sheet. I've taken it out, but I can't think of what to do with it. Damn it! I saved. So we'll just go back. Because I already knew going into that might be a bad move. Alright. So we can pour the liquid in there. But... I don't know. Oh, there's what we need. Whatever is in there. Might as well try all three. Yeah, I think we're gonna just save scum the three of them to see if any of those things work, because I'm not a scientist. Or it's not gonna be the flammable one, but the brown bottle is hypothetically possible. All I can smell is a horrible stench of burning animal flesh. The surviving snakes panic and dash out of the hole. Game over. Okay, well, it's not that one. That was wrong. That one wasn't right. They didn't even bite us. Maybe they did. Maybe they ran away and then they came back and bit us to pieces. Or maybe I'm allergic to the sight of snake. Death by danger noodle. Okay, let's try again. We only have the flammable one left. I would like to just... Oh no, I don't! Oops. Oopsie. Wait a minute, that was acid! Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not going to the right door. We should have realized already that maybe I just don't have the right item. And I got the acid to clear the wired door. Whatever one was the wired one. This one. Jumble of wires wrapped around the door handle. Tool. Brown bottle. It's the crooked man all over again. I take the brown bottle out of my bag and stare at the label. It has a usage warning on it and it smells like chlorine. It could be some sort of strong acid that can melt metal. Should we try it? Go for it. I take off the lid and slowly pour the liquid onto the wire. If I accidentally get some on the keyhole, it could be a problem. Don't rush. Just a little at a time. There's a faint bubbling noise and a smell that's indescribable. It seems it's working like we hoped. Is it melting? Yeah. Then, I think that should do it. I pull on the wire again, and it fixes itself. Yay. This time it comes out of the keyhole easily. Nice! You're so smart, Mr. Steps. Yeah, I know. I'm a smart cookie. I'm the smartest cookie to ever live. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm deceiving you. I'm not sure how to respond to that, but in any case, now we can investigate this room. Let's look inside. Discarded the empty brown bottle. Alright. Maybe this will give me a way to deal with the snakes? Oh! Oh! Oh, I don't like this. God, I love animals. God damn it. And the instant I open the classroom door, something glints in the darkness. There's a horrible... Then a horrible stench makes me choke. Ugh. Is this blood? Beneath my feet, it feels like I'm stepping in something soft like mud. I shine my light into the room. And I vomit. That's a human foot! That is a human foot! There is a human foot in there! There is a human foot on the floor! What the hell is this room? It's as if I stepped into a slaughterhouse. The scene before me is horrific. Organs scattered across the floor, chunks of meat, an overwhelming amount of blood. A blank, glassy-eyed animal head lined up across the desk. Ugh. By sacrificing 3 level 1 shatters, I tribute summon my god card, one whole idiot. It's me. Ice sinks to the floor, covering her mouth. The words sacrificial rite come to mind. But why the hell? Let's check it out. We need to look around. I'm trying to convince myself by saying it twice. Suddenly... Huh? There's a sound from the window ledge. Is someone here? I make my way past the animal heads to peer cautiously at the line of desks near the window. Booby! You know, they have done this every chapter. They have done this every single chapter. They have given us one really pretty whammon corpse. Alright, a naked body's lying in a pool of red. Countless snakes are slithering over her. Is she dead, actually? She might not be dead. The woman almost looks like an animal waiting for dissection. Actually, whoever did this to her might have been planning just to do that. Hey, come help me, someone's trapped. Oh, she's not dead. Oh, she's not dead. She's just naked and alive. We grab onto her legs and hurry to drag her out of the swarm of snakes. I'm worried about her snake bites, but I don't see any other large wounds. Okay, yeah, snake bites are really serious. Are you okay? Hang in there. I speaks to her, but the woman doesn't reply. Her eyes are half open, staring vaguely. We can't let her die. Let's take her back to the mansion. She should be able to walk if we help her. Sure, but she's, naked? That is not really my problem right now. Is this really the time to be worried about that? But speaking of clothes, we have a lab coat. I just remembered. Here, she can wear this. I unwrapped the bundle of clothes and put out the lab coat for her to wear. Oh, yeah. Maybe I was supposed to do the test first. That place is off limits. We're in trouble. Noise from the broadcast reverberates in the room. My flashlight blinks out. Didn't do the test. The marked colors grows vivid. Early dawn. We have a few hours left. Damn it, she noticed. What should we do? We need to get out of here first off. I know H Elementary's layout pretty well. I should be able to find my way without a light. Elephant? We've got to hurry. Let's help her up. We heard that sound when we were here before. We heard that sound. I remember making a joke about hearing an elephant and thinking that they just had bad sound effects for some of the stuff. In hindsight, Miss Zoo was there with us throughout all of the Hanahiko chapter. I takes a deep breath from the back seat. It sounds like a world-weary old person groan. Did you think I sounded like an old lady? I don't care what you think. I'm not performing right now. I'm on break. Is this what they call a woman's intuition, or did she just read my mind? Does that woman look like she'll be okay? We covered her securely with a lab coat, but I still hesitate to look in the rearview mirror. Don't stare. Privacy is important, even in emergencies. I'm not trying to look, I promise. I'm clearly doing my best not to. Come on. She looks exhausted, but calm. Maybe she's sleeping. Ignacio! Thank you for joining my membership here on my side channel, and it's super cutie, no less. I really appreciate the support. Mwah! Thank you so much. Maybe she's sleeping. Mr. Steps? I saw it. What did you see? I tried to keep my tone innocent. The mark on her body. When we were putting the coat on her? Oh. So we've added another to our number. My heart drops when I think about how I'll have to tell her the truth of what's happening, but that doesn't mean I can avoid it. We'll have to tell her. Yeah. I hope she doesn't get depressed. I mean... You know, you tell someone who just barely dodged death that they're gonna die. Don't really know if there's a way to handle that without her being upset. Happy place, happy place. So was that woman just there during the Hanahiko stuff? She would be dead already at that stage, because it's been over a week since Hanahiko. So she's more recent. She's surprisingly collected about this. Maybe she learned that to be able to make a living. Maybe she learned that to be able to make a living in the entertainment world. Accept and adapt. I have a name, you know. The mystery woman seemed to sleep, but she suddenly speaks up. You were awake? Sorry, we didn't know your name. I'm Madoka Hiro. I don't care what happens. All I want is to take a shower as soon as possible. A woman with priorities. Fuck this shit. I'm out. Give me a shower. Welcome back. Oh, and who is this with you? And later, hurry and get a bath ready. We lay a pale-faced Hiro on the sofa and immediately start treating her wounds. With her guiding us, we're able to give her proper first aid. There's a lot of swelling, but at least it seems like none of the stakes were poisonous. After we finish, her face gradually regains its color. Hiro emerges from the upstairs wearing the clothing we found in the science lab. Apparently, they had been hers. Ugh, I almost died. Thanks for saving me, I guess. Judging by the casual comment, it seems she's recovered her composure. She's still pretty pale, but she doesn't look shaken up anymore. If they only wanted to torment me, not kill. Small mercies. Otherwise, I would have choked on poison or been snake food by now. Spirits drag the living to the depths of despair before killing them. Never mind, Eastern, you might be right. You might be right. Hopefully she'll tell us how she got there. That's what Mary had told me before. Thanks to that nefarious nature of theirs, she was able to be saved. What? What? Ignacio! Ignacio! Thank you for the red super chat! Thank you! Wow, I appreciate it. I forgot to tell you that your gamer subs just arrived at my door. Are you trying it right now? Are you trying it? Have you made a cup yet? You have to let me know what you think. You have to let me know what you think. It tastes best cold, so if you don't have any cold water, throw an ice cube or two in there. God, now I want gamer subs. Come on now. I might go make myself some. You sure you're feeling okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. I bounce back fast. Who knows if that's true or if she's just putting up an act, but regardless, her emotional strength is impressive. So what were you doing in the school? That's what I'd like to know. I was chasing after a woman named Manabi Zukawa. I must have fainted. When I woke up, I was there. Zukawa, Could that be Miss Zoo? What is a Gamersupps? Alright, quick plug. For those of you who don't know, Gamersupps is one of my main sponsors. They are a gaming energy drink company that is kind of health forward. All their drinks are sugar-free, like genuinely sugar-free. I was very particular about this because, as mentioned at the start of stream, Dai is diabetic. So, when people say sugar-free, I don't usually believe it till I've confirmed. So, can confirm, didn't elicit any insulin response with him. They also have a lot of caffeine-free stuff. It's very delicious. There's a lot of different flavors. If you do !GG, you can get the code. It looks like Kitsu already dropped it. And you can get 10% off anything you order using, actually that's not, you have to use my code because that's not the right link, but it'll take you to the website and then you just type in my code. Go try it! Go make one! Go make one! It's 2 scoops for 1 normal-sized bottle of water. Yeah, no, I noticed that the bot isn't working because I never set it up for this channel. It's only set up for the other one. Ha ha! Hoo hoo! Hee hee! Poo poo! But it's very good. My favorite flavor is emotional damage. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Thank you, PK. Miss Zoo? Oh yeah, I heard that was her nickname from when she was a teacher. So why were you chasing— Hold up. My questions first. Who are you people? I like her. We give her a basic rundown of the situation. She listens quietly, but I can tell from her expression that she's not convinced. I see. I understand. But believing you is something else. You say Zukawa might have become an inhuman monster? Save that talk for writing horror stories. Her face twitches briefly. How is it that you know this Miss Zukawa? She's a colleague from the lab. Not a lot of women worked there, so we ended up talking together. And the second I let down my guard... Sounds like Zukawa caused some trouble. I didn't need the Gamersupps bottle. I could have used a regular Dasani bottle to mix it up. I would say it's better to use the shakers because sometimes when you just shake it in a regular bottle, it doesn't have something in there that helps break up the substance, and it can clump and not mix right, and then you'll get like bits of powder in your mouth. But you can just use a bottle. It's just I don't recommend it because it doesn't always mix right. The shakers make it a lot easier to handle that and ensure that it's a perfect mix. But I wouldn't call it a firm requirement, more like a nice additional. Does that make sense? She stole something important from me. At first I had no idea where she disappeared to, but I searched her room in the dorm and learned where she holed up. Going off her recent credit purchases, she's been shopping in H City. Ho ho! What? A spirit that goes shopping? People would panic if something like that appeared in a grocery store. What? Don't tell me you're serious. Wait, I know you! You're Ai Kashiwagi from Love and Hero. You seemed idiotic on TV, so I guess that wasn't just an act. Hot damn! She's going for the throat! Hey, that's really rude! Yeah, of course, Nesuno! I'm glad, thank you for checking it out! Gamersupps is really good to me. I'm hoping I can help support them more too. If I make enough sales long term, I can actually even potentially get my own flavor, so you know. Supposing you're right and she's a monster, no way she'd go out in public. She's obviously used the phone. I even checked with the company. A woman's voice asked them to bring the goods to a designated area. Paid in advance with a bank transfer so the company delivered as ordered. Oh, and the delivery location happens to be a warehouse by H Elementary. And just what were those goods? Animals. No idea what connections she pulled, but they're from pet stores and ranches. Dogs, cats, pigs, snakes, horses. She even managed to get a reindeer and ostrich. Black market too, spared no expense. With the Miss Zoo name, maybe she was starting a zoo or something. What happened to those animals? She must not have noticed since she was in and out of consciousness at the time, but based on what we found in the room she was held in, I can hazard a guess. So I waited at the empty warehouse for Zukawa to come, and at some point I fainted. Next thing I know, I'm butt naked and in the terrible position you found me in. I'm sure she was behind it. So then, is that also when you got your mark? Mark? Oh, you mean the scar? I still don't believe it, but even if Zukawa happens to be a spirit, then I didn't get it from her. I had it before I went to H City. That's interesting. So where'd you get it? Chill, no need to get so upset. I suddenly had it when I woke up 9 days ago. 9 days ago? Hold up, roll back. She just said 9 days. She has gone 9 days with 0 amnesia. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. That's a more critical point here. Everyone else started suffering from amnesia within 3 to 4 days, or it's a weird case like mine where I'm surviving, but no memory. Excuse me? Did you go to any haunted places the day before? Don't be ridiculous. Don't lump me in with inappropriately dressed idols like you. The same goes for the scar, as if something like this could kill you or give you amnesia. Not only is that unscientific, it's absurd. It's absolutely impossible. She's yelling, but that doesn't hide how she's shaking like a leaf. Yeah, but how did she go 9 days, though? 9 days, though? I mean, when we think back to Kujo, Saya Kujo, Hanahiko was inside of her room here at the mansion, which infers that at some point they'll get you. You can't just be away from them. She's clearly more frightened now than when she was talking about snakes. I guess she has a fear of the supernatural too, just like Shul. There's no chat tax, Ron! Thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Big love, big love. Big love. Ignacio, you gotta let me know if you're gonna open up the box and try it. I also need to know what flavor you got. I don't remember what flavor you picked. That's all I can tell you. You're going after Zukawa, right? I'll help you out. Are you truly alright with that? You might die. I don't plan on letting that happen, but if it does, so be it. I hate the idea that people can be happy just by being alive. I'm a scholar. Life is for satisfying my intellectual curiosity, and for that, I need to get this thing back from the thieving hag. So it's more important than your life? What in the world did she steal from you? There is no chat tax, Kitsu! It seems she doesn't plan on answering that. But we have no reason to turn her down. We should accept her help. Okay, Mr. Steps, let's get back to H Elementary. Alright, well, as much as I really want to bring our new character, I'm thinking about keeping No! Ron, stop it! Damn it, I didn't know. Thanks, Kitsu. There's no chat tax. There's no chat tax. Okay? You have a theory. I enjoy theory crafting. We can take some time in theory craft. By principle, I say screw her, but she's the best bet for fighting Mrs. Zoo. But we have sheet music, and we heard a piano at a certain point. I haven't forgotten the mysterious piano. And sheet music. Which infers we might need eye. Like when Machito was losing it, or when the reporter said I don't want to die. Yeah. Why is he saying there is? I don't know! Kitsu's insane. Oh, did you guys see? We have a new channel for the mods. A very important channel. And it's lovely. It's called, if you look in a community, we have this lovely thing called the Mod Misery Motel. And you can see that there is, a nice little area for Kitsu suffering. I say that if Kitsu keeps being a dumbass, we do something in there. I'm $3 in debt to chat. No, none of you guys, stop it. So we're gonna keep I for now. We're gonna save because this is definitely the middle point. Did she come with any items? Sometimes there's items that are character exclusive. No. Certain sound, wave, or put to sleep. Also, sight will agitate it. Aware of testing. Fuck. Okay. We need to get the rest of it. We're going back to H Elementary. Let's go! I get to throw tomatoes at the mods. That would be a fun stream. Oh my god, a tomato throwing stream where I turn all the throwables to tomatoes. That'd be great. Chat tax? Shoot, let me go. There's no chat tax! Don't you derp! There's no chat tax! If Hiro is to be believed, then what we saw in that classroom was Zukawa's doing. You think I'm scared of chat? Ha ha ha, foolish Angelo. I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you. The missing teacher, Zukawa, there's no doubt that she had something to do with the birth of Miss Zu. What if you can't pay the chat tax because you're poor? Well, there's no chat tax, so you don't have to pay anything. Kitsu, you're $3. Stop it! Stop it! We escaped from here only to come back again. That's kind of depressing. To get rid of the mark, we have no choice. We haven't been able to thoroughly investigate the room where we saved Hiru. Is it Hiru or Hiro? Probably best to start there. I kind of feel like it might be Hiru because of the 2 O's. Let's go. Alright. Ooh. Hiru. Hiru. Hiru, 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 Hiru. Hiro. Alright. Do we need to spray Kitsu now? Do we have the spray bottle here? I don't know if we have the spray bottle here. Oh, my bad. Guys, stop! There's no chat tax! There's no chat tax! So we didn't end up continuing with the tests. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Because we're definitely not continuing tests now. Burbs. Animal heads are mounted high up on the wall. Usually I can't distinguish animal expressions, but all the heads look like they died in pain. That's really upsetting. Touch the head. We have to do it. We have to do it. It's gross, but this would be a great place to hide things. We do have the spray bottle! Good job, members. Spray the Kitsu. Chat tax is now 5 cents a word. Chat, stop taxing each other! I'm about to throw all the tea in the harbor. I steel myself before putting one hand on the head and shoving the other up the severed neck. Who knew an animal head would be this heavy? It's like lifting a bucket of water. After much struggling, I tip the head on its side. There's a cream-colored plastic object shoved up the esophagus. What is that? I pull it out and find a transistor megaphone. Got megaphone. What the hell? Can I even stop chat? No, but I'm trying. Megaphones are used a lot for school events and gatherings, so that's not surprising. But what the hell was it doing up an animal's neck? Was there a need to hide it in an esophagus? Did Tsukawa bring countless animals here? Her bizarre, insane passion is obvious in this room. Mr. Steps, are you okay? I realize that I'm just standing there holding a megaphone that's drenched in yellow liquid. Yeah, sorry. Everything has a meaning. If that's true, then this must be really important. Angel, wanna play a quick fun game? Sure, what's the game? Liquid is dripping from the mysterious organs hanging from the ceiling. Touch it! I try feeling around inside the desk. I find something that could be paper. It is a scrap of paper. I open it and see several sentences. It seems like someone failed to destroy this. Fragment G. This is the 3rd fragment. I spread them out and stare at them. I can read the sentences in each piece, but I don't know how they fit together. This room is very bile. Yep. No chatation without taxation. Bad chat! Bad chat! Bad! I switch them up and look at them again. Then... by the specific frequency of sound waves, Specific frequency of sound waves, huh? The end of fragment I starts with fragment G. They seem to connect to form a sentence. I might be able to read the fragments if I line them up. How do I do that? ING. We... Okay. What the... Fuck! I'm bad at this. What the f- am I stupid? Chat? Yeah, evade chat tax. Everyone should be chat tax evaders. Okay? Everyone should be chat tax evaders. I'm really worried about the fact that we, didn't do the other test. Oh, wait, there's something right there. Organs on the floor look fresh. That's it. That's all that was. What was the puzzle? Here, I'll show you guys. Okay. These connect together. They read the first sentence out to help us figure out how to connect it. Why don't you like money, Angelo? See, that's the problem. I do like money. That's the problem. I do like money. I very much love donations and subs and all those things. But I'm the kind of person that feels hyper guilty very easily. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. So whenever... I want you guys to know that whenever you guys throw money and I react with the no, it's very accurate because I'm happy, but I'm also like screaming internally. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm describing... I know how to describe this. I can be very tsundere about things. But unlike an actual tsundere, I know I can admit it, but I still react with the negative reaction first. Cause I'm a dummy. That's the best way to put it. I'm a dummy. I'm aware that that behavior is somewhat strange, but I don't exactly know how to stop it. Hee hee, ah hoo hoo, ah hee hee, ah pee pee, ah poo poo. Okay. So... certain sound wave. They showed ING. Connect. But where does S play? What the fuck? These three go together. And I don't know how. Am I missing a fragment? I might be missing a fragment. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, which one is this? Right, so this is where the other test was supposed to be. But we didn't listen to Miss Zoo. If you guys want me to pull up anything to screenshot, let me know, because part of the best thing about games like these is, you know, playing around and doing things. Oh. I'm allowed to restart the sequence. I'm allowed to restart the sequence. But yeah, so if you guys, at any point of the game, if there's like, you're getting an idea and you wanna theorize something, I do not mind stopping to show you, things. And then if you come up with an idea, just ask before you say it. If, like in this case, I have openly expressed, I don't fucking know how to put these together. So if someone wants to take screenshots real quick and try to put the words together, go for it. Go for it. And then you can tell me what you come up with. That's cool with me. I'm cool with that. So take your screenshot. This is fragment S. I'm gonna change in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one, changing in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you don't know how to take screenshots fast, you just hold Windows key, Shift, and S, and it'll let you just quickly screen cap, and it'll auto throw it in your pictures folder, okay? And then again, changing in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm gonna log out, save, and we're gonna keep going. You have a theory? We can theory craft. Theory crafting is A-okay. All right, we're gonna take this again. Start the test. Pick up the pencil, turn over the paper. Begin the test. Okay, so this auto starts the sequence no matter what. Okay, yeah, this is the one that Eastern did for us because we cheated through the test, and Miss Zoo doesn't seem to care that we cheated, so we're just gonna copy Dr. Eastern's answers, which was 2. And then compound N, statement. People watch YouTube on their PC. How would I game while watching? My second screen is for Googling stuff. Light-proof container. I usually watch, but that's because I usually watch streams while working, so I'll have a stream or a video on my second monitor while I'm using my tablet and my primary monitor for work. And then Indol was correct. I don't even have a PC. That's A-okay. What are you watching on, phone or console? Or some people's TVs, a lot of TVs have YouTube built in now. I am A-okay with you guys using Super Chat. Super Chat's still a bigger cut than what Twitch gives me, so it's still a big win for me. Do not feel bad about Super Chatting over Direct Dono. Super Chat is fine. Direct Dono does give more, so if it's harder to do. There's more steps in the process. So like don't feel pressured, but it is there for the event that if that is something like you hyper care about. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. Why? I'm concerned, but I don't feel like guessing. More immediate topics should be discussed now that my senses are assaulted. Oh my god, we have to re-go through this whole sequence. We're regaining the answer sheet. Hold on, this is... Did I somehow mess with the game order? Are we gonna have to you're gonna re-go through the whole corpse thing? We're seeing all this again. And I can't skip it because it's acting like we've never seen this before. Yeah, my dad actually does that a lot. He'll pull up like people who do like fishing channels and magnet fishing stuff and woodworking stuff, creative channels that are more like building stuff. Yeah, there's no cap. There's no cap with Streamlabs. YouTube puts a cap on it. Streamlabs does not. YouTube says, you've spent too much money today, calm the fuck down. Sometimes I think YouTube has it right, looking at some of you. If I donated 500, how much does YouTube take? It's 30%. 30% of whatever that is. I'm bad at math. I still get a really good cut though. 70% is pretty good. Someone go to Google, or someone who's good at math. What is 30% of 500? Drag myself up woodenly like a puppet on strings. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so whatever 30% of 500 is, I get the remainder. 350? 150. Yeah, so I got 350. But keep in mind, that YouTube does benefit me in other ways. So even if it does take money from the cut, I'm still gaining benefits that are non-financial in the way that YouTube treats my channels, my CPM, outreach, things of that sort. So there are benefits that are just not seen. It's just not a financial benefit. So that's more or less why it's like, if when you're donating money, if you're like hyper concerned about making sure I get as much as possible, that's what the Streamlabs link is for. Did I see the theory? I saw it start. I think those fragments are related to future tests. One was about sound, one was about fire. I don't think they go together. I think they're hints to the next quiz. We'll find out. Yeah, 150. 150 is the difference. Okay. Test number 2. There's a pencil and problem sheet. Let's roll. Start the test. I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Yeah, YouTube's better than Twitch. Twitch takes 50%. Twitch takes 50%. So that's why I'm like, I'm not even mildly worried about YouTube's super chat take. Generally, any channel that gets higher interactions, if you look at your monetization page, it shows the trends there. I've noticed on my other channel that when I get more super chats and memberships and I see that trend line go up, usually the next video or live stream I do, I see the recommendation area also show a raise. And there's no proof beyond what I've happened to notice with my other channel in the 2 years I've been a creator. Why that's a thing, I don't know. But I've seen it happen multiple times, and rule of thumb is if it happens multiple times, it's no longer a coincidence. So that's the way I think of it. It also is a good, nice little copium for, you know, being aware of the fact that the site takes some money. Now my chat disconnected. I might be missing messages for a second. Question 1. Believing in the Buddha is important. The Buddha is most extremely vital. You must believe in the incredibly strong great I. The incredibly strong great I is like an angel. You must erase the stench of corrupted humanity and become one with nature. This is called Eisen Unity? Because the wall says Eisen. Yeah. Furrow! Citibank! If I pop 1,000 on someone's next video, it will get recommended more than usual. No guarantees. One, they won't let you do 1,000. The 500 is the max. But, okay, for example, we had a stream about a month ago, right? We had a stream about a month ago where chat went a little bit too crazy on my other channel, my ASMR channel. And my ASMR channel historically never gets put into the recommendation feed. The next video I released the following Sunday had 48% higher recommendation, feed that it was placed in. The next stream did not do so well. The video I released after that was the same kind of theming, and it was back to the, 2% recommendation. So I can't guarantee anything. Please do not take anything I say as fact, but this is something that I've just noticed on my channel. Is it fact? There's no way to confirm. YouTube doesn't talk about how the algorithm works. There is no clear-cut answer. It's just a matter of constantly watching and seeing what it does and how it works. But the way I would put it, yeah, and then quantity of chat is another thing. So it could be, easily, when people do a bunch of red super chats, for example, chat gets hyped. You know, the whole Aka Super hype is a thing. So it could easily just be the fact that chat is moving faster when that is happening makes it go into the recommendation feed more. There's a bunch of elements that go into that. That's why I'm saying it's not clean cut. The money equals that, but it can have a snowball effect on other things that affect what YouTube looks at. And I have no way of knowing exactly what that thing is, but I sit and stare at my analytics a lot because I feel like I'm in a constant Cold War standoff with the YouTube algorithm. That's what it feels like. And so at least once a week, I sit down and I look at all the numbers and I just stare at them for hours as I try to figure out every possible little thing. So I hope that gives some clarity. Might I DM you my thoughts on the scrambled notes? Also, they do go together given the MC says they did. I don't have a meaning for that, but I think I might have their order. You can just drop it in chat. You can just drop it in chat because there's other people who are looking at the screenshots too and they might have some cool ideas. Humanity is the embodiment of pain. They kill other animals. My fellow snakes also spend every day in absolute misery. My dear snakes hate this world like they hate the sun and heat. This disaster is called the... Critical? It's crimson, isn't it? Sun and heat was the keyword. I carry the great Eisen's talisman every day and seek rebirth. The talisman is important. It is a greater treasure than the brain or heart for life itself? Why is in an art capitalized? This is shown not in words but deeds. If I walk with the talisman, I will become... Ashra? Okay, alright. If I drop a link in here, will YouTube get angry? Oh, a link? Ooh, I thought you were just gonna talk about what you thought it said. Oh, you photoshopped the images together. Never mind, yeah, DM that to me. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you photoshopped. I misunderstood. Yeah, send that to me. You can DM that to me. You will become a cuss word? A question mark? It seems we've passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet. Next test, 2 rooms over. Don't enter the next door, off limits. Well, that's succinct. Answer sheet. So she doesn't want us going in there. That must be why it's locked with wire. We've already... Well, Miss Madoka... She had Miss Madoka trapped in there, so it's probably because of that. Okay, so they are aware that we've gotten through that part. They are aware of where we are in the timeline. That changes how I was feeling about some of this. Alright, let me get the screenshot that you did, and we will look at it together. We will chat collectively, look at it. Okay, yeah, because it's like yeah, no, this doesn't feel like they fit. That's the problem. Here, I'll show you guys, the order that he put it in. So this is what Boom put together. But I still feel like... Because we have Shock the... And then this looks like survivor of this creature, and then this creature would land here. You probably started the tests earlier than intended. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It makes me wonder what would have happened had we proceeded without getting Madoka. Would Madoka have died? Like some of these words start and then end. So like we've got regard or regardless, something in that line here. And figuring out where that puts together. I have no idea. I'm lost. I'm hoping that we figure it out before it's imperative. If anyone else has figured out the magic. Still shuffling them in an effort. They're called S, I, and G, right? Yes. Here, I can quickly show you so you can mark which one is which. So S is the one that starts with wave. I is the one that starts with at, and G is the one that starts with we. What was the game show where you guessed the word for lots of money? Which room is this? Okay, so I gotta go over. Don't go in there. Over. And enter this one. Wheel of Fortune, Pyramid, there is now Pictionary. There's a pencil and a problem sheet. Do you have a note for the hint for the sound? No. We have a megaphone, though. We have a megaphone, so I'm assuming that. I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Okay. Live or die. An ostrich can run from the first floor of the school to the second floor in 3 seconds. If the school had 5 floors, how long would it take? 10 seconds? It said first to second. First to second, 3 seconds. That's 3 seconds per floor. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. No, that's 3 times 4, 12? Yeah, 12. Fucking really did math. All right. I fucking hate math. Word problems specifically, even if it's basic math, I get so confused when it's put into a sentence. Oh. Ostrich are extremely fast. They run 60 kilometers per hour. How many seconds would it take for them to reach a human 30 meters? kilometer in meters. I am American, we use freedom units. Kilometer in meters? How many meters are in a kilometer? 1,000? There's 1,000. There's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. So, 30 meters, fuck. 30 meters is 0.3 of a kilometer. 1 hour divided by 0.3 is, yeah, it's gotta be like 2 or 3 seconds, right? Right? Well, there's 2, 4, and 6. I'm going with 2. Jesus. America. Hey, Wilbur! An ostrich's kick is very strong. Without an airbag, a human bait would die. Caution, when observing an ostrich, bring an airbag, which is our trash. It's our trash bag. Their specialty is kicking after taking a long-running start. If an ostrich's speed is halved, how strong would their kick be? I don't even remember being given numbers. 1/2? I don't know. I wasn't really listening. I was just kind of reading. Here comes an ostrich! Rue is rich? Rue? Did I just get eaten by an alligator in a shirt? Was that an alligator in a shirt? 1/4? Okay. Rue is like a soup. Oh, they were saying that I was rich. Did anyone mention that Dragon's Dogma on Steam is 84% off right now? So if you're gonna buy it, now's the time. I did not know that, but we are playing Dragon's Dogma right now because they just announced the second game. So if you are interested in trying Dragon's Dogma, do it! Alright, live or die. Question 1, an ostrich can run, blah blah blah. Blah blah de blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. 12 seconds. Cannot believe they actually made me do math. Stupid game. Stupid game. Ostriches are extremely fast. They can run 60 kilometers per hour. How many seconds would it take for them to reach a human bait 30 meters away? 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Roux is butter and flour. It's used to thicken soup. Oh, right! No, you're right. You're right. That is what roux is. I remember hearing Di talk about roux while cooking gravy. Observing an ostrich, bring an airbag. Their specialty is kicking after taking a long-running start. If an ostrich's speed is halved, how strong would their kick be? 1/4. So I'm safe. The ostrich alligator clothing wear won't beat me up. It seems we passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet, you disobeyed teacher, you get a special test, advanced to the animal classroom. So this is because I did it afterwards. Am I right about the special part? Yeah. Uh-huh. Are we gonna get a bad end because we saved Madoka? Oh no. Oh, and we can't save! We can't save! Oh, we can save, it just wouldn't let me for that area, alright. Alright, let's see. Where is our test? Right there, in the protagonist seat by the window. There's a pencil and problem sheet on the desk. I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper, but... Phrasey? The entire test is written in a foreign language. I don't understand what any of it means. Before I can ask her, Ice shakes her head violently. Nope, 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 I don't know any Spanish. It's Spanish? I don't really think it's Spanish, though I guess that confirms there's no way to take it. If we want to be able to take the test, we'll need someone who understands foreign languages. So our doctor, probably, is what we need. I'm assuming she knows foreign languages. It's time to swap partners. went to school. Oh man, now I'm getting hungry, guys. Alright. I'm surprised they let us look at the answers and then leave. So far, I knew we'd need her brain for something. Honestly, I'm really curious about having her in our party just because she's so anti-supernatural. It'll be interesting. Partner, Hiro, come here. Yes, you. We're saving. Exit. Back to H Elementary. Wings! Oh, wings sound so good right now. Alright, this way. Time to vibe check her reality. I feel bad about that. I feel bad. Bad. We still haven't figured out this. We haven't figured out that. I see wriggling in the darkness. I was hoping our doctor lady might have an idea. Science lady, sorry. Peanut butter and chicken works well? Really? Oh, like chicken satay. It's a peanut sauce, yeah. I don't know why I was so surprised at first. I think it's because my brain auto thinks of like sweet peanut butter, just like straight up cold peanut butter. Just what items do we have right now? So we got all these answer sheets, the red notebook. Excuse me. We've tried this one, it did nothing. Or this one. We haven't tried this one. This is the only one we haven't tried for pouring into the hole. We also have the the anatomical model that has things it needs, which I figure we'll be doing next, because there has to be some sort of end to this. Maybe she can read it. Pencil, problem sheet, start. Pick up, turn over paper. But, yeah. Tire test was written in a foreign language. I don't understand what any of it means. But does she know? Just then Hiro mumbles something next to me. Phrase 1? Huh, it's in German. Can you read it? I took it in college, so I know a little bit. There we go. Oh god, it's starting. It's been a while, but I'll try to read it. You write down the answers. Thank you. Alright. My German. Multiple choice social studies. It says this is a social studies test. Question 1. Please answer the following. During the Pacific War, Japan's mainland was bombed and a shelter was built in H city. Choose the correct period of when the war took place with the options below. That would be Showa, right? Are we talking World War I or World War II? It's either Taisho or Showa. I'm going with Showa. Okay. Japan conducted a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, which started the war against the USA. Which phrase out of the ones below did FDR use to describe the attack? A date which will live in infamy. Finally! Something I'm decent at! This is the last one. It's really short. In 1945, when the war ended, which country was allied with Japan? Well, the test is in Germany. Japan was part of the Axis. Germany, yeah. Easy. Wow. You're decent at history? Yeah. I've always been a bit of a history nut. I actually, with my dad, went on like this big historical road trip when I was a kid, and we visited, a crap ton of like war sites and all kinds of stuff. I love history. Give her the chat tax. No, we don't need chat tax. I just like history. Fun fact, I've actually been to the Pearl Harbor Memorial. When I went to Hawaii as a kid, when my parents were still together, my dad was like, history trip! And we spent like a whole day just going through all kinds of stuff. It is really sad how many people in Hawaii that live there or visit there, how much hatred they still actively hold for Japan. But, yeah. Anyway, it was still a really cool trip. I mostly hate history because of my school teacher. History is one of those things that it really depends on who is teaching it and the environment in which you're taught. Have I ever been inside a submarine? I have. I'm not taxing you! I'm not the one taxing you! Chat is taxing you! Chat is taxing you! Not me! I have told chat not to! Man, I was so scared of this test. But why was World War II the focus of it? Unless H city, the city we're in is Hiroshima, and the underground tunnels deal with that. I mean, I guess that's technically possible, but that seems like such a stretch. Why, this test felt like it didn't really connect to any of the other ones. The end of the answer sheet. There's a test in the last empty room. Go take it immediately. Okay, never mind. There's one more test. This next one might be the bad one. Oh, we mummified chickens in the 5th grade. I fell in love with history. What the fuck? Not particularly elementary level. I just want to say thanks. No way I would have finished that by myself. It was no big deal. There's one more test? Yeah, in the last empty classroom, apparently. Okay, let's go then. Why do I have a feeling the last test is going to be a music test? And I need a swap. I'm trusting my instincts on this one. Nah, no, I'm not. We're gonna go for it. If I'm wrong, I just saved, and then we'll swap. I always liked world history the most. Not as much for American history. What you need is another talisman. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any more. Seems to be locked. Oh, no, no, no. God, shit. Okay, let's do it. Pencil and a problem sheet on the desk. Start the test. I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Begin the test. Alright, what do we got? Multiple choice music questions! Music questions! I knew it! Let's grate Ashura the following questions. Animals can be controlled with frequencies. The experiment was a success. Question 1 is about snakes. What sound are snakes scared of? I have... Oh, they gave me 1,000. The Starry Sky Song. They're scared of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That was incorrect. They are not scared of sound. Sorry. I thought that was really funny for some reason. My 8th grade teacher asked me a math question that related to the subject. I think they were learning about the plague. I answered with 21, but my voice cracked and everyone started laughing at me. What the fuck? That's mean. That's fucking mean. I had a really cruel history teacher at one point, too. It was, my American history teacher. He was one of those guys that, like, wanted to be cool with all the kids. Look, no lie, he was dating one of his students that had just barely graduated. The man was a creep. But all the kids thought he was cool because he acted like the cool guy that got along with the kids, and I hated this guy. Got bullied the shit out of in that class. But I was also very aggressive at the time. So, you know, it didn't help that I dealt with the fact that I was an outlier by being the person that would, like, threaten to beat the shit out of you, but never actually do it. And yeah, no, I hated that class, and it sucked because I loved history, but I hated him. But luckily at that stage, I had already learned a lot, so I didn't have to pay attention at all. I still vividly remember, though, this one time they had us do a debate. And they had me up against one of the more popular kids, and it was in front of the whole class. And I shredded that man in his debate. Like, he started doing dumb shit, because he couldn't keep up with the knowledge I had. But invariably, he was the popular kid, so you know what happened. Everyone was cheering him on, and making fun of me, and calling me stupid, and the teacher didn't stop any of it, even though I answered everything right, and he had no idea what he was talking about. It didn't matter. It was 30 minutes of getting berated in front of all my peers for just being different. And I remember that clear as fucking day, Void. So man, I feel you. And fuck people like that. Screw them. You're better than them. It does not matter what those people did, because you are better. I was the high school bully. I'm not surprised. But I love you, Ron. I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, no, that moment is like seared into my brain. I had a partner with me, mind you. It was a 2-on-2. And the person with me was another kid that got bullied a lot. But she was very shy. She was very, very shy. And of course, being that I was... at this stage, I had grown a very aggressive behavior because I was tired of seeing my friends get bullied. I was tired of being bullied, so I was, like, really aggressive. It just made me all the more aggressive. I'm surprised I didn't choke the man in the middle of the class. Like, I was... Whoa, man! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, of course, Void. Look, I mean, at the end of the day, right? We're all people. We've all been through experiences. And, you know, we all gotta kind of push each other up, because a lot of us went through a lot of crap like this. I was the same aggressive person in high school. Yeah, when I was in middle school, I was a weak mess. So when I got to high school, something snapped. And I was like, no more. No more. I personally think I went too far. But I definitely think it was better that I stood my ground. No matter how aggressive I became, I stood my ground for once. And no one in my group had the strength to, so, you know. But, a lot of people, like, that teacher, a lot of the kids that were cheering up the popular kids, and the kids that were treating us badly, they had their own problems that were just different, you know? And they took it out on easy targets, which was people like us, and I know a lot of people in chat can relate to that. But we're better than those memories, we're better than no experiences. They were hurting children too, and they took it out on someone that didn't deserve it. Key point is, you didn't deserve it. Those moments do not define you, and you're way better than that. Now I'm literally sitting here looking like an idiot playing games in front of people for fun, so maybe I learned something that day in debate, I don't know. But yeah, no, I feel you, and stuff like that can really scar you. I hated that class. If I didn't already have a love for history and be very good at it, like, I didn't pay attention any day in that class. The teacher hated me, because I would show up to class, I would draw, I would openly disrupt class when I would get excited about things completely unrelated, but then I would ace every test without ever paying attention, and he hated me. He hated me. I was his top student. But he hated me, and I thrived on this fact. So they took every chance they could to try to tear me down, and it just did not work. And we're fine. We made it through that. Look, we're here now. We've got people who understand the things we went through, and it doesn't matter if you were the bully or you were the bullied. We're all different people now, and we're enjoying this weird-ass horror game where an alligator lady keeps biting my ass. Doesn't matter. Did I also T-pose? I didn't even know T-posing was a thing then, unfortunately. I just kept calling people stupid and then proving it. And then I became the stupid one. In every other class, I was the idiot. But I'd walk into that class and smart. Every other class, stupid. Absolutely stupid. I told you guys the story about how I passed my math class, right? Through gaslighting. I told you guys, okay, so fun story. I hated my math teacher. She was a bitch. And oh god, I hated that class so much. And I was bad at it. I was just bad at it. So at some point, I just gave in to failure. And I just stopped doing all the homework. This was really early in the semester. So we had like 2 full semesters of me not doing homework. But this teacher had a thing. Because she wanted kids to like her more, she installed a wish system. And every kid could make 1 wish once. There were limitations, right? It had to be something that she would consider worth doing. My love of bets started early, chat. So I never used my wish. Most kids used their wish when they came in and, oh, you know what, they didn't study for a test, so they used their wish to take it the next day so they could study. Or they forgot to turn in an essay, right? I waited. Every day I'd show up with that homework and she'd go, you gonna use your wish? And I'd go, nope, not today. And I did this all year. We get to right before the final. And I walk up to the teacher. At this point, I've got like a 2% in the class. And I walk up to the teacher and I'm like, ma'am, I'd like to use my wish. And she's like, you can't use your wish to just pass the class. And I went, no, that's not what I'm suggesting. If I get a passing grade on the final and I turn in every piece of homework I never did by tomorrow, will you pass me? And she was like, you're using your wish to do over 70 worksheets. And I'm like, yep. Will you pass me? She thought I was insane, so she accepted.
She accepted it. I went home that night with my friend, and we filled out all the worksheets, but we only did, like, the first 5 questions of each sheet and then just put random numbers, because she never said I had to, like, I never had to actually clear the homework. And so we go through, we put the first, like, 3 pages on my stack are, like, ones we did legitimately, and same for the last few, and then all the ones in the middle were just, like, random numbers. And I show up the next day, and I slam it on her desk, and I'm like, bet. And she couldn't grade all of those. There's no way. She had to grade all the finals, and I knew that. And she was so mad, but she passed me because she was that kind of person. And I passed my class, and it was great. It was great. It's my crowning achievement. She got rid of the wish system next year because of me. I was very proud of it. I was very proud of it. She could have just said no, but she held to what she said, which I thought was actually, you know, props to her. She could have just said, no, you know what, fuck you, and then not done it. But she held to her word. She held to her word, and mad respect for that. Mad respect. And I got through that class only because of that. I still don't understand Algebra 2. Or geometry, for that matter. Or trigonometry, for that matter. My brain kind of stopped in middle school when it came to math. I'm not good at math. Oh, is Richard doing the thing? No, we're good. But yeah, that's like my crowning achievement. I'm so proud of that day. That was like the moment. My teachers hated me. I was not the good student I was supposed to be. Alright, so what the fuck is this one? These ones are just weird questions. Yeah, I know. Begin the test. I was the one that stood up to the bullies at school, and even when they were harassing me outside of school, they didn't do anything about it, even after the bully did some really unspeakable things. Some people are just shitty, especially when they're kids. Kids lack the empathy that adults have. I'd be salty, but also impressed. I'm sure at some point she went through and noticed that we fudged 90% of the work, but at that point it was too late. Because she consistently refused to speak to me for the next 2 years that I was on campus, because that was sophomore year. I still had 2 more. And she had very obvious aggression towards me for 2 remaining years, so she definitely figured it out that I didn't actually do it, but I got a free pass, and it was too late to change it. But it doesn't matter. I passed. I graduated, okay? Alright, snakes are not scared of sound, is my running theory. They're not scared of sound. Well, I don't know what the giant fish song is. Okay, it was a trick question. Mess with my friends, I'm gonna throw hands. Yeah, see, I acted like I could throw hands, but I don't have any physical strength. So, it just would not have worked. Pigs, what sound are pigs scared of, please? They aren't scared. They aren't scared. These are all trick questions. No? Pigs are scared of a sound? What is the giant fish song? What? Alright, let's decide again. Come on. Come on. Come on. Eh. The sound of bacon cooking? That tracks. Yes, no guard, what's up? You want to glass a Star Wars planet? I like glass. Glass is cool. Sure. Sure. Are they afraid of the Minecraft title theme? Potential. Running theory, I think you're right. I never did any of my homework and still passed every English and history test with 100%. I feel like the American system for homework is a little funky. Well, we do more work at home than we do at school half the time. And I feel like that doesn't actually help people remember things. I feel like all it does is teach the ability to grind out work. Starry Sky song. Nope, they are scared of the giant fish song. What is the giant fish song? Enlighten me. Why are pigs scared of the giant fish song? You were never... Okay, so, fun fact, my first school I went to was a Catholic parochial school. It was a school that went all the way through, elementary to middle. The amount of homework that they gave at that school... God, my parents rioted about this. I would do about 8 hours worth of homework every night. Minimum. And I was fast at working. I was efficient. I was smarter at that age because it was easier. And it was 8 hours minimum. Every kid in my school, none of us had personal lives. At all. Period. And it was just impossible. It was impossible. You couldn't keep up with it. And I wasn't learning anything because I was just constantly stressed about how much more I had to do, that I wasn't retaining any of the information. Keep in mind, I'm 27, so internet wasn't as helpful at this phase. Phase. I couldn't just look things up as easily as I could now. But I learned basically nothing in that whole time frame. And it really screwed me over when we moved and I ended up in a public school and things were, I mean, they still did homework, things were very different, but I'd maybe have 3 hours of homework, which was an entirely different animal. That was doable. Which one is not sealed? Megaphone? No. It's piano. We're doing process of elimination, my favorite. I literally didn't have time for homework, band, choir, football, started working at 14. When exactly would I do homework? Yeah, I feel like instead, the concept was that repetition would help you remember. But that only works if the amount of repetition you're doing isn't overwhelming. If you're doing an ungodly amount of repetition, then you're just erasing the more recent memory. You think the last one's harmonica? We'll do harmonica. I'll re-look at the question because I missed the first sentence as I was talking. After my experience in parochial school, by the time I got to public school, I hated homework. I hated homework. I finally knew what it was like to be able to breathe, and I was like, no. 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 I had study halls, I did all my homework in there except for the whole I didn't care in freshman and sophomore year. That's understandable. High school was a hard time for so many of us. You know? I feel like that's when pressure really started to happen. Social necessities and constructs started getting a lot harder. High school was just rough. Sometimes I feel like Dai had it better never going to high school. Dangerous tools are sealed. Which one is not sealed? Oh, you're right. The megaphone was inside... The megaphone was inside of a thing, and we heard a piano earlier. So you're right, harmonica is the correct answer. I misunderstood the question. Yeah, it works for muscle memory, like if you're like a tool or a trade or music. Not so much with, like, math. Gym class was required subject for my 9th grade. Gym was required for me every single year. Every single year. We passed! Kokaku! Is it Kokaku or Golkaku? I think it's Golkaku. I don't know why we passed, though. We finished every test and passed. I have a bad feeling about this. Let's hurry with our investigation. I have a feeling something is about to happen. New info was added to the spirit file, passing the tests. Alright, well. We need to go to the anatomical model. And we need to go downstairs, too. We didn't get anything from that, which makes me concerned that if I save, I'm gonna save up here. I'm gonna save actually on 4. Because I think we may have fucked up. I might already have all the items I need to get into the stuff. We got an answer sheet, yes. These just have sense. And that doesn't really help our current situation. Snakes aren't scared of sound. They're scared of heat. I don't really have an open flame. Well, we just saved, so let's... We'll do the clear bottle. Maybe it's warm. They flail about for a while, but then go back to normal. Alright, well, we're reloading. Everything's scared of heat if you think about it. True. True. Very true. Facts. This is the most invested in Steam I've ever been. I don't know what's going on in the game. Well, I was gonna say it's a good game, but now I'm not thinking that's what's the saving grace here. Alright, let's go back in here. Maybe we need to do this one first. Can I hit it with a hammer? As long as the snakes are there, it'll be hard to search it. What do you want? Okay, well, let's try this one. Foil-wrapped bottle. Can't think of a way to use it. Well, that's not helpful. Answer sheet. I take out all the answer sheets I have and hold them close to the model. And... snake heads poke out from the model and suddenly slither to the floor. Are they dangerous? I quickly wad up the answer sheets and throw them through the window to the next room. The snakes chase after them. Soon there are none left inside the model. That startled me. They're gone now, right? I stick my hand in the model and feel around. I find a paper box and a key. Got matches and music room key. We lost all the answer sheet. Alright, so we got the matches, so we know what to do next. Music room. I think we need eye. I think we need eye. They told us early in that we needed music. Hiro, I anxiously call out to them. What's the matter? You aren't feeling strange? Why would I? I'm suddenly reminded of Christy Arimuri. She didn't suffer from amnesia or stupor when confronting Shimio either. That was because a different spirit gave her her mark, which means Hiro also. If you have something to say, just say it already. Now isn't the time, I'll explain it to her later. In any case, it's starting. We need to hurry and find any remaining clues. You're such a weirdo. New info was added to the spirit file, human anatomy model. I get worried about taking eye, though, because she's going to be having memory issues. Undoubtedly so. Let's do the matches first, because I really like our new friend here. She's very calm and collected, and I appreciate that. And it's because she doesn't believe in ghosts, and that is a nice change of pace. There are no angel taxes. Stop it. Tool. Okay. What if I just grab the matches first? I take out matches, light it, and throw it into the hole. The wriggling shadows in the hole move more quickly for a moment, but the fire doesn't last long and their movement's slow again. Okay, so I use... that's unlimited, right? Yeah, okay. Now I use the clear bottle first. Eye is best gold. You think so? There's no chat text. Stop it. And then matches. Light one, throw it into the hole. Pillar of blue flame shoots out from the hole. The snakes writhe around and then vacate the hole en masse. They disappear into the cracks in the walls and beyond the doorway. After the wave of snakes vanish, I find something on the floor. It must have been carried out of the nest when the snakes fled. Got Aizen Ashura's talisman. But it looks like the snakes brought the talisman on purpose when they fled the hole. Like they were scared of it burning in the fire. Were they trying to protect it from the flames? It must be something really important then. Alright. Let's go save. We'll get eye. And we'll head to the music room, which is the last room and is the only locked room. And most definitely where we're squaring off. Would it be possible for you to do some voice acting, not ASMR? Absolutely, I think so. I don't know where we would get the scripts for VA work that's not ASMR style. Would you guys want that, though? I wouldn't mind. I know a lot of people here joined this channel initially for VA content. Boom, dot, dot, dot. Boom, do you have experience with non-ASMR scripts? You want to do something fun? Because I'd be down to do that. That wouldn't be as hard, and I can just throw it at Eastern to edit. I could do like 1 a month. Of course we bring I. Exactly! She said she can play piano! We need piano. So no Eastern writings. I just worry because you're writing so many scripts, Eastern, and you're in the middle of moving. I wouldn't mind doing more. Going to make some subs, I'll let you know how it tastes. Yes! Tell me, tell me, tell me! Make sure to tell me what flavor, too. If we're going to do, like, VA stuff, I want to go the extra mile. Because I love acting, and I have a lot of experience with acting. So I would love to do some really dramatic, like, dramatic stuff. This is not the music room? Have we... I bought the lemonade to go with my green tea. It actually tastes pretty good. Yeah, the lemonade flavor is really nice. It's... I was worried when they told me they were getting rid of the, Okay, no, it's gotta be bottom floor. When they said they were getting rid of their citrus lemonade and making a new flavor, I just went the wrong way. But I actually really, really like it. And yeah, Eastern does all the writing for my Patreon and YouTube member content. I could also do... Yeah, we could do... Oh my god, here's what we do. I got an idea. So we have some scripts and videos that we've done that are like... They're public scripts, right? And they're long working. The public scripts don't normally have specified areas for ASMR stuff. So, a public script, it means there's a lot of different renditions already. I could do non-ASMR renditions. I mean, people will be confused for sure, but that could be really fun. It would be very similar to the ASMR stuff in the sense that it would still be a role play, it would still be acting forward. But I would have a focus on making sure that the emotion and the environment and the sound effects are more accurate over the other stuff. Never mind, it has to be on the upper floor. Because this just brings us to here. Because this just brings us back upstairs. Is archaeology steps still a thing? Maybe. The two flavors got our lemonade and the guacamole gamer fart. Oh my god. Oh, that one's so good. That one's so good. That one's so good. Yeah, there's only one locked door. So maybe I have to... Maybe I have to do a look. I have to look at it first. Some of the things we have to look at to interact with. That might be what's going on here. I have a pair of scripts you can use that can be ASMR or no. I think I passed them to you already. If double check the work Discord and let me know if they're in there. The polarized cup is so cool. I love it. There's the music room. All right, we got something on the floor. The anime thighs is orange creamsicle flavor. Probably should be full of desks. Now it only holds a single piano. And let's do the piano. Tool. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I take out the twinkle, twinkle, little star, but what should I do with it? I can't think of a way to use it. You put it on the fucking piano! Keys are still intact. It's probably out of tune, but definitely playable. Feel it. I checked the music stand. There's a piece of sheet music on it. Carp streamer. Carp streamer. Guys, I'm rebranding. Carp, carp. Well. We step into the hall and the loudspeaker crackles. Is it time? Do you have brains? Yeah, it's time. It's time. It's battle time. We found the fish song. As ingredients and dissect you. Alright. Pigs were scared of a fish song that we learned from trial. Trial. She'll use our wonderful brains as ingredients and dissect us. That means that's why she had us take those tests. She wanted to see if we were worthy enough to become ingredients. Setting up tests to select her prey. That was what Miss Zoo was trying to do. The heads lined up in the blood-stained room. The image of my own head joining them comes to mind more easily than I'd like. Sorry, the road's crowded. I get a hold of yourself. I shake eyes. She seems to be dreaming. Battle time! The mark has dyed a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. Something's rushing up the western staircase with amazing speed. Shit. I doubt we'll be able to escape. In that case, our only option is to pull out the trash bag. Okay. We'll ambush her. We'll hide so we get the advantage. I grab Ai's hand and run down the hall. Which classroom should we hide in? The music room. We run into the music room. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, Miss Zoo was the alligator thing. That's not an alligator, that's a pig. Her head's a pig. Okay, well, she's in the room. All right. Her arm is like a snake. Her arms are snakes. They're tethered. They're literally stitch on. She's got ostrich legs and a pig head. So I need to get Ai to the piano. Miss Zoo smiles and leaps forward the second she sees us come out of the locker. She comes closer on her ostrich legs. It's like she could jump at us any moment. Trash bag. Trash bag, trash bag, trash bag. Office trash. Okay, so that'll help. But what do I do? What does she do? Ostrich isn't gonna help us. Hold up charm, matches, scatter solution. What do I do with her? Because the bag is to ensure that we don't fall. To hold the charm, I guess. Sure, whatever. Might I suffer a guess? Yes, go for it. What are you thinking? Maybe she holds the trash? So, we know that... I guess Twinkle Twinkle Little Star we could open up with. Because we never really figured out what Twinkle Twinkle Little Star was for. We know that we need Carp Streamer for any time they give us a line pig-related. God, she's gross looking. But we never figured out what's going on with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. She seemed to want the charm protected, so maybe she won't attack the person holding it. That is a fun theory. Okay, so we're gonna start with office trash and charm. I hold up the office trash, she holds up the charm, it wasn't effective. Great Usher, give it back. Miss Zoo glares daggers at me and screams, her mouth dripping with blood. She then performs a jump kick. It wasn't effective because we hold the garbage bag in front. Okay, that worked. That worked. That did work. Her arm snakes hiss, threatening us. So now we do fire. It was the clear liquid, followed by matches. Scatter the liquid and ignite it with matches. She stretches out her snake arms. It wasn't effective. The snakes are confused by the massive flames and are unable to aim. All right. Well, we now have a pig face. So I'm gonna smack her with the hatchet, and you're gonna go play Carp Streamer. Go have fun. The snakes wrap around my arms as I swing and stop my attack. Miss Zoo is stuck in place. We can get to the piano now. Ai's fingers dance over the keys. Okay. Okay, all right, we're doing good. We're doing good. We've actually gotten to the third phase successfully, I think. Make sure I don't forget what I've done, because we're gonna mess up soon. Miss Zoo stiffens as if she's paralyzed. She's weakened. think so. Well, I think for the next thing, here's what's likely to go wrong. And it's the fact that we haven't figured out... It's the thing that's had us stumped the whole time. This is the part that talks about the snakes for sure. Music. Agitated, aware of testing. Shock. So here's the thing that I'm worried about. When it comes to these boss battles, we always have two options. Option 1 is to kill her. Option 2 is to fix the source of what makes her upset. I don't feel like we figured out the source of her anger. Yes, they were trying to stop the amulet from being burned. She is obsessed with Ashura. Like, obsessed. We have matches, we can burn it, yes. All the other ones, there was like a clear idea of why and how. But I don't have that with her. Let's kind of pull what we know about her, right? We know that... Do you have a cartridge of Ashura's Wrath? Charm in your hands, fire in eyes? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What does it say when we read the charm? Abstract human on it. An old Shinto charm found hiding in the storage room wall. I feel like whatever we have to do here is really off the walls. We have to do something really off the walls here. And I wonder... I'm now starting to wonder if I was the right choice. Because if we have to somehow reach out to her humanity, I can't do it. But let's try burning the charm. Brain cell did a thing. Okay, what were you thinking? Beyond matches and charm, before I do it. I was the only one that could have done the carp song, yes, but we have so many items here. There may be ways to do this that aren't piano-based. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it and see what happens. I try to ignite the Ashura's charm with the match. She screams, she shrieks when she sees the charm go up in flames. She clings onto me, scrambling to get it back from me. Gah. Pressed together, my sweat squelches as if it mixes with her bodily fluids. Gross. Ashura Aizen's charm disintegrates into ash in Mitsu's hands and scatters into thin air. Her eyes pin me in place with their intense fury. How dare you? How dare you, great Ashura! The snakes on Mitsu's arms raise their heads and swiftly strike at their prey, but their fangs sink in dew. Miss Zoo's torso. Huh? Why? Why? I would like to know why too. The snakes are feasting on the places where she touched my skin. Is it because of my human smell? They devour her torso, the only part of her that is human, and she squeals with joy. Ugh! Oh god, get me out of here! That was the right choice. Barf. No, this wasn't the kill ending. Because the kill ending, we see red at the end. When you get the right ending, we get white at the end. We got white. This was what she wanted. So what it was is she had to be the one to kill herself for this to work because of her attachment to Ashura. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. Crazy bitch. Okay. After consuming their host, the snake arms detach and fall to the ground. Wriggling their half-torn bodies, they vanish into the darkness. If I had done any killing blows, it wouldn't have worked. Her obsession was all she had. Good first run, though. There was only 4 rounds and we did it perfectly. I don't sense Miss Zoo anymore. Did we do it? Ai is back to normal. Her mark is probably gone. But mine's still there. Shocker. But as expected, mine is still there. So there are still spirits in this city? The look on my face is probably obvious. Ai looks at me apologetically. I've gotten used to it. I'm just glad you and Yasuoka are safe now. Mr. Steps. Anyway, I wonder what this is. There's a folded paper on the ground where Miss Zoo vanished. I open it and find it's an old map. Shining the flashlight on it, the first word I can see is army. Maybe the history lesson was more accurate than we thought. Is this what Miss Hiro said was stolen from her? It could be. I put the map in my bag. Then we finally bid farewell to the music room and its beast and perfume smell. I was the right choice. Oh, wait a second. What is it? I want to bring that sheet music. A reminder of my music beating evil. You know, this would make a great inspiration for a new song. I kind of don't want to linger here. Yeah, I'll just be 2 sec. Yeah, you can't say 2 secs. You can't say 2 secs. Phrasing. You can't say 2 secs. It's a single second. I'll be a sec. Please, even I know this. Man. I dashes back inside the music room before I can say anything in reply. Oh, jeez. She totally does whatever she wants. Christy was the same way. Is this what happens when you become famous? No, I'm being unfair. As far as I'm concerned, we're in the good ending. I'm pretty confident. Mr. Steps! She jumps on me. She gloves me. I get a really nice hug. I burst out of the room and clings to me. What happened? A snake. It fell from the ceiling. It hit my shoulder and slid down my back. She's nearly in tears. Get it off me. Oh, okay. I feel around her back as she hangs on me. There's nothing here. Huh? Nothing's there. You can let go already. When you grab my neck, it's kind of hard to... Oh! Sorry! But I was telling the truth! I definitely felt something. Maybe it fell off you as you were running? So, did you grab the sheet music? Oh yeah, that's all done. I'm sorry to make you late. Madame Yasuoka and Miss Hiro are expecting us, so let's go back. We leave the school, climb into the car, and head to the mansion. We got the good ending on the first try! And I had no fucking clue what we were doing. Then you had so little information this time around. Good job, us. How did we screw up the other ones? Hey all, we're back. Oh, welcome back. I believe I must thank you. My mark has indeed vanished. I still have mine, though. I mean, not that I believe that it's gonna kill me or anything. It doesn't bother me at all. She talks tough, but the whole time she's clenching her teeth. More importantly, Mr. Steps, did Zukoa have anything on her? You mean this? I pull out the old map out of my bag. Yes, that's it. It's an important family heirloom. The map? Hiro snatches the map out of my hand without even so much as a thank you. Oh, I guess you deserve a reward. Here, have this instead. She takes out a purple notebook from her coat. The color's different, but the design matches the red notebook we found in the shelter. It's Zukoa's diary. It was in her room. It looks like she was still sane when she wrote it. I take the notebook from her. It seems Miss Zoo was interested in that map of yours, Miss Hiro. Could you tell us more about it? No. It's basically just a treasure map. Well, now I want to know even more. We should have taken a look earlier. Boing, boing. The clock begins to chime. It's almost dawn. Everyone should go get some sleep. You can use any room on the second floor. Thank you, that would be lovely. Also, I and Yasuoka, you must leave the mansion tomorrow. There's no need for you to stay here now that your mark is gone. So we're actually going to be ending, before we start the next chapter, Eastern. But we're gonna get through this chapter, and then we'll have a waiting room set up for the next chapter, because all of our streams have been around 3-ish hours. This lands perfectly. I also have to prep for tonight's ASMR stream, so we're gonna finish through this whole part of the dialogue, get into the intro for the next one, and then start to wrap up. Oh dear. Are you telling me to leave you and Miss Hiro here by yourself? Please don't joke. Saya specifically requested my assistance. I'm grateful, really, but Those who have escaped the mark should return to their normal lives. That's the dying wish of Sayakujo, and Mary's as well. But, Yasuoka, I'd like you to help out another way. I'm sure you know other people in the supernatural phenomenon field. Can you research the mark with your knowledge and connections? An investigation like that's beyond me. I know practically zero about spirits. This is the only thing I can think of. If Mary was still here, it'd be different, but... Mary's dead? Mary was destroyed. Yeah, you missed that. Yeah, we came in and the bunny and Mary were both on the floor dead. The bunny's head was snapped, Mary was shattered to pieces, and there was a key to the locked room that shows that Mary was made here, and in her making, she had a death mark on her arm that was a different color, that isn't there now. Yasuoka stares at me silently. I stare right back at her. I stare right back into her eyes, not turning away. Fine. I'll leave the legwork to the young. I'll do what I can to help. Besides, if I stayed behind, I'm sure Miss I would want to as well. I'm counting on you. Of course, I won't let you down. Her voice and posture exude confidence and reliability. I'm sure it's a good part of why she's so successful as a fortune teller. However, I shall rest for today. These old bones are exhausted. Good night. Mr. Steps, are you sure you'll be okay without me and Madame Yasuoka? Yep, I've survived this long already. I'll manage somehow. Unease is bubbling up within me, but I push it down and force a smile. I can't let her worry about me. Okay, then I'll trust you. But you better promise me. When your mark is gone, you'll come to one of my concerts. Promise? If I get a VIP pass? Of course! I'll get you a front row seat for sure. Alright, I'm headed up. Good night, Mr. Steps. Jeez. So you're saying I have to stay. Not that I care. I thought you didn't believe in the Mark's curse because it was unscientific. Of course, there's no way in hell I'd believe something like that. But it's also true that I haven't found solid proof to deny it either. And Miss Yasuoka and Miss Ai's marks really did up and disappear. So I've decided to stay here and see how this plays out. That's all. It's the truth. I can see she's desperately trying to hide that she's terrified of the supernatural. Well, I owe you for saving me, so I'll tell you a bit about it. It could be related to the mark somehow, too. Are you talking about the map? Yeah. It's an underground shelter in H City. I think earlier when I ballsy said maybe the war had more to do with it than we realized, I think I may have been on the money. The only way Zukawa found that shelter was because of this map. I'm not sure why she'd be eager for an old map of facilities that have to be over 50 years old. That's a secret. It's possible that whatever turns Zukawa into a monster is down there in that shelter. What? What do you mean? I've already told you that I have no intention of giving you any details. I'm tired too, so I'm going to bed. She knows more, and we need to get that info out of here. Hiro makes her way upstairs to the rooms. The end of our last conversation swirls around in my head. The shelter, army, Zukawa transforming, and the deja vu I felt down in the shelter. What does it all mean? It's no use. My brain is so tired that the words are just repeating nonsensically over and over. I can't get my thoughts in order. I may as well go to bed for today. New info is added. The road to madness. Go to the next chapter with talk. With talk? Human experimentation? Maybe. But first things first. Miss Zoo. Oh yeah, the tragedy at the mansion. That's what happened. Seeking madness, the onset of madness. Alright, so... Tragedy, Master Key, Red Notebook. School announcement, strange colleague, piano sheet music. Footsteps closing in, road to madness. Encounter with madness. Okay. Okay, so it starts here. I look through the diary Hiro found in Zukawa's room. It holds her thoughts from her human days and offers glimpses into events that led to her transformation. It starts with a recollection of her childhood. She repeatedly asked her parents and teachers why she was human. Soon, her peers shunned her. Zukawa was exceedingly intelligent, but hated people. On the other hand, she loved animals, gathering many and keeping them hidden while she cared for them in an abandoned house. To her surprise, she eventually fell in love with someone. But when she confessed, he said he didn't like people who reeked of animals. That night, the abandoned house was burned down in a fire. The diary never mentions the cause of the fire, but I remember something about a fire and... Oh, right. Zukawa's red notebook. The school science lab, her paradise with her beloved animals, also burned down in a fire. That's a weird coincidence. The diary moves past her youth to her time as a researcher after she left the school. That's when she and Hiro worked at the same place. I hate people. She wrote that every day. The hatred solidified when she met MH. MH is probably Hiro. She pretended to get along with her colleague, but the diary lays out her overwhelming hatred of people, especially Hiro. The only interest she took in Hiro's biological research work was with the human experiments to enhance human abilities and strength. She desired to corroborate every questionable human experiment, even saying that she would be a test subject herself. There's no mention of where she learned all the information, but there are some familiar scribbles at the end of the diary. Army, manhole, underground shelter, MH's map, Ashura. I bet MH's map is the one Zukawa stole from Hiro at the shelter. And that brings us to the beginning of the chapter. So, hers directly ties in with the underground, so we know damn well underground is where our story will continue. We're gonna stop right here because I feel like things are going to progress very, very, very fast at this next stage. Because we've already been down there. We can already firmly say the homeless old man is probably going to be making a return as a character in Wednesday's chapter. I enjoyed this though. I'm really proud of us for getting that on the first clear because there was a lot of back and forth. This one had a lot of back and forth. But it was good. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're gonna go ahead and start to wrap up. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I will be live in a little over 2 hours on my ASMR channel. Did I already set up a waiting room? I don't know if I set up a waiting room. So we're just gonna end the stream here, and then if you're in the Discord, I will be posting the waiting room in Live Now, our new live channel. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I hope to see you guys extremely soon. All right, see you later. Bye-bye. Oh, I meant to do, oh, fuck, my mouse isn't working. Fuck, shit, fuck, it's not working. Nothing's working. You guys can still see all of this. What the goddamn fuck? This is horrible. Horrible. Why is this happening like that? Ah! Oh, no, now it works. God damn it.